Hello and welcome. It's Soul Sunday, and we're working on maps. Hello, Soup, Lore, Lavender, Whimsy, Joseph, Asdru. Hello, 01. Hello, Zebus, Sinja, Sizzle Bacon. Hello, Anubis. Anubis, thank you very much for 38 months. My God. And going strong. God damn, brother. I appreciate it. Thanks for sticking around since the dawn of time. Ninja, thank you very much for 33 months. Lord almighty. I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for sticking around since time in memoriam. I really do appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Leo, you freak. Thank you very much for 10 months. Oh, Soul Sunday, but working on maps? All right. Tell me you're a fake fan without telling me you're a fake fan. Please, my father was Sizzle Bacon. Call me Sid. Smooth this grease back. What's up, Librarian? Mudkip? Cyan? Lads, we got 2 more emotes added. We have the Zebas and the Hail. They're cheering now. Look at that. Woo-wee. Look at our mods cheering. Look at the little guys. Now we have 3 cheer emotes. Bow, bow, bow. Look at that. Look at all 3 of them cheer emotes right there. Very good. And of course, all drawn by our lovely, lovely Legion. How do we not have the bee cheer emote? That's a great question, actually. Why the fuck don't we have the the bee cheer emote? I think Legion hasn't given it to me yet. I think he's still finishing it. I think Legion's finishing the bee cheer right now. I remember seeing them with like a shot glass. So, you know. Where's the beer sus? It should be there. It's right there. It's called Bear Shake. Is Rat from Paw Patrol meowing? Nope. Zebus is one of my mods. Zebus is probably, along with Itis, one of the longest standing mods. Hail's also a very long-standing mod. You have Itis, Zebus, Lore, Hail, and then you have Legion. Those are my 5 mods. And if you go to Discord, we have some more mods there too, by the name of Octal. Did I say Lore? Yep, you're a mod now. I didn't mean to say Lore, but, you know, I read your name. That's how... my brain did the thing where I read a name, and then it just fucking auto-placed it into what I was saying. Sorry. It is Itis, Zebus, Luna, Hail, Legion. Motherfucker. Anyway, let me move this over. I just realized there's a saucy piece of bacon sitting on the couch. Hello, saucy piece of bacon. And a bee. Music's still going. Thank God. All right. Whoa, that's a bear. This is the map that I'm currently working on. Right now, I'm putting in some finishing touches in terms of textures. So I'm doing that right now. Thank you for the laughs last night. Like? You're welcome. What's up, gamer?
You guys ever wonder what it'd be like to fuck a gender switch version of yourself?
I don't think that thought has ever crossed my mind.
And why not?
I don't know.
Anyway, happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday.
I bet Soup has.
Oh, Taventhon, thank you very much for the gifted subs. This is very kind of you. I'm glad you enjoyed Grandpa that much. I was correct. I woke up this morning. My throat hurt like a motherfucker trying to talk like Grandpa all night. So
Oof.
it was great. I hope they recovered, by the way. I hope they recovered. I took their last $2,000 and lost it all gambling. So
Nice. How was Schedule 1?
it was okay. It was like Momo was basically doing the actual game, like Momo and Swick were doing the actual game. I was gambling the entire time.
I see.
The moment we started and I saw that there was a casino, I immediately ran to the ATM, withdrew all the starter money, lost it all because I kept doing blackjack. I was like, hit me.
Oh, 100 on black.
24, fuck. Hit me. 22, fuck. It was mostly that. And then I found a game called Ride the Bus. And Ride the Bus has a 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, and 6 times multiplier on it. And it's literally high or low is the game. You roll up, and what is this? Is this a red card or a black card? And you go red, and they go, oh, it's a red card. You get ×2 the money you put in. All right, now is it going to be a higher suit or a lower suit than the card that you just drew? You go lower, and it's like correct. Now it's ×3. Is it inside or outside the pair? Which I don't know what the fuck that means. So I would always just stop at the ×3. I made a ton of money. I gave it all to my grandkids. They built a business with it. And then towards the end, I was like, Grandpa ain't had no money for a while. And I withdrew the $2,000 that they were using for their illegal company. I withdrew all of it, lost it immediately back to back to back.
Nice.
It was they just, I was like, all right, I have this game downloaded. It's going to be red. It was black. I was like, okay, this one's going to be red, black. And I was like, okay.
The boomer pipeline.
This one's going to be black, red. And I was like, I fucking hate this game. I lost all the money because I was only doing $500 bets. So now I'm poor.
Nice. You never came back to play Barony, and I take that personally. And I hate you.
Did it make you feel good losing all that money?
Hold on, one at a time. One at a time.
All right, I'll let Legion go before I yell at you.
Okay.
Like a Mad X.
Sorry.
Scorned lover.
Wait, no, my apologies.
Scorned lover. What were you saying, Legion? Did it feel good to gamble? Yes, it felt very good. I understand why people do it.
I think I'll do it again. For real this time.
I was picking up trash to get money to gamble. So
nice.
It's pretty good. Pretty good gambling, I'd say. And I was just hitting that. I was just hitting that. Oh dear. Grandpa need like $50. That was basically the whole voice for like 4 hours.
Amazing.
All right, now what's this about Barony?
You never came back to play Barony like you promised. And I took that personally.
Yeah, I was like, all right, time to get on the computer. And then I looked at my bed and I laid on my bed for a bit and I was like, this really
it whispered
nice.
in your ear.
My bed looks at me like the Green Goblin mask. Okay, like
I just imagine you talking to your bed like the fucking pillow from was it Big Head or whatever the fuck?
Oh, for what?
You don't remember that stupid Netflix series about like kids hitting puberty?
Oh, I never watched it.
Oh my god, it's horrible. I wouldn't recommend it.
I think I saw the writing on the wall and I went, this is going to be an awful fucking show.
One of the kids has an entire like has a love affair with his pillow and then his pillow like leaves him.
What the fuck? All right.
Yeah. After getting pregnant.
There are 2 pillows, Mr. Sizzle. There's a guy pillow and a girl pillow.
Oh my god, shut up, Legion.
And that's how he found out that he was bisexual.
What?
Sigh.
I hate how Legion. I hate Legion being like, I love that show. My favorite show.
Actually,
Just watch that specific clip, like when it was when I was browsing, the YouTube Shorts.
This fucking guy.
Why is that clip in your algorithm? I raised my eyebrow.
I don't know. Although, my girlfriend did say that the spin-off show from that, Human Resources, is pretty okay, since they mostly tackle the actual, what do you call this, embodiments of, I guess, people, if that's the term. I haven't watched
question
it
mark.
yet. But, yeah.
Legion hits with people, quote
What
unquote.
are you saying?
Oh, there's a spin-off show to Big Mouth called Human Resources that my girlfriend has been telling me is actually quite okay compared to Big Mouth.
Hmm.
It's less crass.
Let's see.
Spin-off show or different show made by the same people?
Oh, a spin-off show. Literally, the dick monster is there.
Okay.
I mean, I know who you're
Yeah.
talking about. I love that DM has no idea who that is. I just heard Dick Monster for the first time.
I have no idea what the fuck you're saying.
Isn't that nice?
What are you saying to me? Anyway, where'd I come up with the accent for Grandpa? It's meant to be the shittiest fucking Southern accent you've ever heard in your life.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
It was meant to be purposefully bad.
We taught him bad as a joke.
Grandpa would love their grandkids. Why is it doing this? I go all the way through? Oh, my thing's like glitching right now. Bad. I do want to play Barony though. I
Good.
just want to play Monster Hunter.
I'm not. You got to catch up on the Zoshia grind, bro. We on that shit. I already got 2 pieces. I got 2 weapons from it. I got my bottom half covered. I look like a fucking weeping angel. It's great.
God damn it.
Yeah, you're missing out. I say, FOMOing your ass to high heaven.
Get FOMO, get FOMO, get FOMO, get FOMO.
Get FOMOed. Oh, they just did a rework to Valkyr in Warframe. My beloved. My first primary frame ever. I just watched this man casually do 1 billion damage.
Oh.
God, I love Warframe balance. I love Warframe balance so much. They really just embrace, make everything OP, and it's beautiful.
They hit it on the head every time. They're like, you want to go fast? Yeah, okay.
You want to be an anime, you want to be a big tittied anime waifu? It's time, guys. It's time, fellas.
Get in.
We
Spend
turned
your
all
silver
of...
now.
We're slowly turning. With 1999, we're turning all of our Warframes into anime pro tags with huge titties. And also, they do 1 billion damage. It's the return.
What? Kill that
We're so back!
fucking bot right
my
now.
God.
I want them
Yes,
shot dead. I haven't had a bot in months. Get your ass out of here, fucking buy for cheap
That's
viewers.
what Legion should make you. Legion should make you like a Crown 96 bot, where it's just you in like perched up with a sniper. Or maybe Zebus perched up with a sniper, and you're like yelling over his shoulder, "Shoot him!
Kill it dead. Okay. Stupid ass bot.
It's Zebus with the Barrett, the 50 cal, and Crown prone beside him, spotting.
I think it'd be Hale and Zebus.
Nice.
Mhm.
Just posed
Although
up.
Great.
I will let you know. I don't think the emote, the size of the emote, is enough to accommodate all of that.
Right. Make him a sticker.
You can do 2 emotes. There's combo emotes.
That is true. That is true. So I'll have what a paired Zebus and Hale one, wherein what Zebus is holding the gun and Hale is spotting, or Hale is shooting and Zebus is spotting.
Who's the better shooter? Because that person's the spotter usually.
I gotta get the two of them to decide.
We'll have to
Me
go
with
through
my
the list.
legally distinct warp lock Giselle.
Yeah, who's got fall camo unlocked for Modern Warfare 2 for 250 headshots? Or what was it, like 2,000 or some shit like that? It was one of those. Who's got that one? No one? Just me? All right. I'll take the
Unfortunate.
shot.
I don't play COD.
I play COD.
You should do a like the fucking like the softcore porn thing where like it's like a girl with her butt out while she's fucking sniping, but it's like Zebus and Hale's butt.
Oh my god.
Oh,
It's just
I
like
mean,
a rat, a juiced up rat and fox.
I was more thinking someone's using their ass as a kickstand.
You
Oh, that
had
too.
to-
It could be like this. It could
really
be like
had to
this.
like hold it. Really had to like stand with that one all the way to the end. You couldn't make any
Absolutely.
assumptions.
Nah.
Now that you've made it easy, fucking piece of shit.
Yeah. I wouldn't play your games, DM, if I liked easy, okay?
Twitch hitting the fucking eyebrow the moment you see
Lean in.
porn. They're like, "What the fuck did you just say?" For an emote, and their brow gets even higher, and you're like, "It's of a rat," and they go,
It's a meme.
It's a mean Batman.
It's a rat, and the rat is dummy thick, with, with cheeks that can carry a bat.
Yeah.
I mean, those who've seen my Atlas character knows.
You know the meme of the dude who like gets carried out on a stretcher, but his ass
Yes.
is jiggling. It's like that. Like Hale and Zebus have those they're cheeked up and they're like in a sniper position. And then there's a DM with the camera like soy jack pointing at him.
I don't think that's a.
What's up?
Emote
You can put that in Nemo, right? The whole scene, just like a tiny pixel.
Man, it's truly like a million words in this one image.
There's so much happening. All right, so that is all the textures for the floor.
A picture is worth 1,000 words after all.
I kind of just need to figure out what kind of vibe we're going. Do we want a cold vibe or a warm vibe?
Both.
I would say, since the Necromancer layer, we probably need a colder vibe to make sure the bodies don't decompose as fast.
That's too easy. I think you need to reverse the trope. I think you need to make it like just hard. Actually, just make it like pure white, like middle school fluorescent light bulb white, like back
Very
rooms,
similar.
uncanny. Yeah, just
It's because of. Yes, that's why the zombies and all the undead are preserved because it's all formal. What's the word?
yeah, formaldehyde.
Oh, there you go. Thank you.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's just
formaldehyde
hospital.
down there. Ugh.
It's just hospital white.
What if the necromancer's lair is like an old archaeotech like hospital?
It's not. It's a castle.
This does not look like a hospital, man. What
He
the
took over a castle.
I am aware. Maybe
Oh.
maybe the hospital is themed around the
Oh
castle.
my fucking god.
Maybe they built the castle on top of the hospital. Ooh.
Let's go!
The banshee charges at us in a nurse's uniform.
Okay.
Run off, guys. I'll hold her back. What do you think of the new Grand Hub in Monster Hunter? I think it's great. The only
Pretty
thing I wish is that we had Muscular Chef.
Oof, unfortunate. Maybe in a DLC, an update.
I kind of like this brighter look. What do you guys think?
Epic.
This is the bright look. I'm gonna turn it off. This is the with all the other filters. Bright look. No bright look. And there's also the blue look.
The blue look.
Blue. Like an
I kinda
off
like that
green, sort of.
I like the off green.
Ooh, I like the off green. It looks
Okay,
like-
so
Oh, wait.
blue, and then blue
So I
with
think the
light.
stream's a little delayed.
Hold on, I just
Ooh.
turned on the light. All right, so here, I'll let it sit. This is blue.
Okay, I'm looking at blue.
All right, this is red.
Okay.
This is
I'm
with the
waiting.
light on.
Okay,
Make some
red
more
just
gray.
happened. So, give me a second. Hmm.
And
I
this
still like
is
the blue.
red off with
Gotta be blue.
blue on, or light on for blue. The light blue, regular blue.
Light blue, for sure.
Yeah, I say light blue.
Yeah.
Understood. All right, time to do shadows.
I still see the shadows in your.
Okay. And not as blurry. Directional shadows or omnipresent shadows? Well, this is a full top down, so we're gonna do omnipresent until we start making some light sources. Then we'll do some directional shadows. But right now, we do not have any light. I think this is going to be either. I haven't decided if this is going to be a dark dungeon or if this is going to be a dungeon with lights.
Right, here's what you do: light blue until somebody presses a button they shouldn't, and then it goes into dark blue. Nothing else happens. It's just tertiary lighting they turned off, but the party shits their pants for like 30 minutes.
Yes, I love that.
Understood.
They found the light switch, but they don't know it because they have no genetic memory.
What's the highest your stat can be at level 1?
Isn't it like a 4?
I had people roll a 1d4 for their genetic memory.
Would. Personally, I'd just make it a low skill. That's way easier, but then it'd be tied to intelligence.
Yeah, I don't want to be tied into intelligence.
But if you use basic action macros from PF2 Workbench, if you made it into a law skill, it would pop up whenever somebody does recall knowledge. Food for thought.
I mean,
I am back and I have pizza. What are we talking about?
What about Garfield?
what?
Talking about genetic
Garfield?
memory.
Genetic memory. Alright. Go on.
We're just considering what to do for it.
Like you translated it into Pathfinder?
Well, if I want to
Mhm.
do like a stat roll for it, or if we want to make it like a recall knowledge check.
It could be a recall knowledge check, and depending on the type of genetic memory determines what stat you're using. So, like, let's say tech, like manipulating software would be a recall with int, but fucking around with like gears and the mechanisms would be like dexterity. So it's not just I'm good at machine stuff. People specialized in different or have a certain attribute or leaning towards certain parts of archaeotech and not just archaeotech.
Genetic memories is instinctual. It is something that is built into every person in the world. It's that thing that you can't explain why you know what you know.
It's a gut feeling.
A farmer looks at a light post and goes, "Oh, I know what that is. That's a torch that doesn't require, fuel." Or a really high genetic memory goes, "Oh, I know what that is. That's a lamp."
The millennial that knows how to unlock their phone versus the boomer who still thinks it's weird that they have to use like touchpads. They complain with every Apple update where the buttons go.
Why couldn't we get flip phones?
I think this is gonna be my most cramped dungeon yet.
They do look pretty cramped.
There's
Looks
a lot
perfect for a fireball to go right there
It's
and
looking
kill
like,
everyone in a line or lightning bolt.
Alright, so I fucking shoot the bull.
It's a valid strategy.
There's a lot
It's
of
looking-
like narrow corridors that the party has to navigate.
I'm getting Quasimorph vibes.
Hope they know how to tumble through.
Mm-hmm.
So how many boulders are in this level?
Great question. I haven't decided yet.
Where's the random dude who's locked in a cage that's like, hello, human, hello, human. Is that a fucking non-human?
Die, you goblin
You-
scum!
Looks at you. Begone, kobold filth! Rant casts fireball, kills you.
Hey, boss man.
What?
Hey, Bowser.
I have a question about genetic memory.
Sure.
So, you mentioned how for some kobolds, right, if they're born near a source of thing, they sometimes, like, what do you call this? Like they get better at a certain thing if they're born near it, or if their egg is near it, right?
They adopt qualities.
Ah, yes,
As-
the mech boy kobold. Oh, you can see where this is going.
No. As for regular people, right, regarding genetic memory, is it like, okay? So let's say Oliver. Oliver has a kid, right? If Oliver has a kid, would Oliver's kid be more like, would their genetic memory be more since Oliver already has a higher genetic memory, or it's like once you're born, it's like a roll of the dice again. It's not like you inherit.
You
your
do not
parents'
inherit
genetic
your
memory.
parents' genetic memory.
Okay, so it's not like tied to someone's genes.
No.
Okay.
I also have a question about genetic memory.
Hold on. Silent PD, yes. It is a feeling of deja vu, like you've crossed paths with it before. But you're not sure why or how. Alright, what's up, Sue?
So, you said it was like an innate thing that you don't know where it's from.
Yes.
And because in Pathfinder there's a lot more of secret rules that you only know like what they rolled, and sometimes you can give wrong answers. Could you do that with genetic memory? Like they look at an iPad and they're like, "This is a plate."
I mean, I was technically already kind of doing that in 5th edition, where players, if players fail their roll or whatever, I would just, they would just assume whatever the item was just based off of appearance. So if they found an iPad and failed the interface check or whatever, then they were like, "Oh, it's just a plate. It's worthless." And then Oliver would be like, "No, hand that over, please."
Allow me.
Oh yeah, that's right. And there was never confusing times because Oliver is just a genius.
Well, Oliver and Grayson both had pretty high genetic memories rolled, so they were pretty much able to solve a lot of the problems for the party just by looking at the machines and by rolling relatively high interface checks.
The
Yeah.
dumbest genius you know.
The investigators.
Another question, if you will, Master.
Okay.
So, genetic memory improves once they're, beside technology, right? Beside when they're around archaeotech.
When they're exposed to it, yes.
Does it also does proximity to other people with high genetic memory also
No.
No, okay, it needs
It
to be a
has to
technology.
be exposure to Arcotech.
Okay. So, okay, how would it go about if, say, Oliver, who has a high genetic memory, talks like says something about, you know, let's say archaeotech terminology, right? Uh, like again, they say an iPad, but only Oliver knows. Does other people hearing the word iPad
No, that's not
is it like
exposure.
no, is it like static, or is it like they hear iPad, they just don't understand what iPad means?
Yeah, they just don't understand what it means.
Okay. So it's not like
Or if they have
like
a
a
high
garbled.
genetic memory, I would have them roll an interface check.
Okay.
But yeah, you spouting words to your friends does not increase your skill. It has to be exposure.
Can undead learn genetic memory, or attain genetic memory?
They have genetic memory.
Straight up.
Yeah.
Like, so you're saying like if a person dies and gets raised as a zombie, there's a higher chance that that zombie has a higher genetic memory than when they were alive?
No. They have the genetic memory that they had when they were dead or when they were alive.
Mm.
So if a necromancer raises a person with a relatively high genetic memory, that's a big bonus for them because that zombie or undead, like let's say you seal off a door and you're like, finally, nobody's going to be able to get to us. This ghoul with a high genetic memory is over there pressing buttons and opening the door you just hid behind.
You can turn the doorknob like in Jurassic Park.
Correct.
And a zombie. Okay, let's say a zombie, right? High genetic memory, all that. Knows how to fly, some sort of aircraft. If a necromancer raises that zombie, can that zombie fly the aircraft still?
Sure, but there are no aircraft.
No. I'm just saying, in theory, right?
Yeah.
Or is it like simple things? Oh, okay.
They just have to command it. They say, do the thing. And it goes, okay.
Do your thing, son.
It wanders over to the, the F-16 and gets in.
Yeah, imagine you're a necromancer and you have a zombie that has a higher genetic memory than you, and you're like, what's this thing, my dude? And you're like, okay, cool, I don't understand it. Can you open the door? That'd be funny.
Well, you could, depending on the necromancer and their power, they could make the creature talk.
He's dressed like a help desk IT with a lanyard.
Exactly.
Square glasses.
Zombie IT guy.
Oh my god.
A little name tag says, "Hi, my name is Jeff."
It's a boomer necromancer.
He's a ghoul. He's a genetic memory ghoul, and he hunts people by closing doors.
Oh Jesus.
Would the necromancer know? The necromancer can find out. It's not something that they would know. But, if they were to look over those that they've, brought back, then they would probably figure out pretty quickly, oh, this guy has a skill or an attribute that I can use. Sometimes they'll even search those things out.
The boomer necromancer and the, Gen Z undead. And they go, "Oh, what does this mean, Sonny?" "Ah, sire, that's an iPad that you used to call your other associates with."
Not so fucking sitcom, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Chaos and Kalador turns into Always Sunny and Kalador.
The gang discovers Arcotech.
The gang rescues the Oracle. She's fucking dead, Mike! I love that whore. I think I'm gonna marry her. Charlie.
We're never in any danger, so there is danger. We're gonna capture the Herngar because of the implications. The implications?
Eridan explaining why, why the settlers are play nice with the druids. It's because of the implication. But we were never going to invade them. But they'll do what we say because of the implications.
What implications? Don't worry about it. There's no danger.
Somebody just did 20 subs.
You put a secretive cult in the middle of a island that is hidden to most people, and then they claim that they can manipulate nature in certain ways. People are going to pay attention because of the implications.
Jesus! Dan, thank you very much for, my God, 20 gifted.
My goodness.
Brother.
I just said that.
Oh my goodness gracious.
I push soup over so all your soup spills out onto the ground. Thank you, Jid, very much. It's very kind of you. I look forward to hunting with you again in your immaculate hunting horn skill. You got a gifted sub. Be sure to say thank you.
No.
If you about teleporters.
What?
If you about teleporters.
What if we bought teleporters?
How do you feel about teleporters?
Oh, I mean, I guess they're cool.
What sort of teleport?
Do they actually teleport, or do they have a chance of throwing me into the middle of the ocean?
I would never. Rest well, Jen. Sleep well.
This is actually useful, or is this a fucking Return of the Storm moment where I get shunted to a new dungeon because the DM doesn't trust me in society?
So you would step on a platform. Hold on. The way it's going to work is it's basically going to be you're going to find the first teleporter. From that teleporter, it's going to take you to a teleporter room.
Okay.
You then step into a different teleporter that takes you elsewhere into the dungeon.
Is there a monster in the teleporter room?
Maybe. It might also teleport you to monster rooms.
I see.
Boss.
Sure, man. Fuck it.
Nice.
I want to be the first one to go in.
Question.
What?
Why not? What could go wrong?
What?
Oh, sorry. Is this the sort of teleporter wherein you basically die and get printed on the other side, or is it like Oh, then you know that thing wherein they say teleportation is basically So you're dying. You're basically getting killed. Like the next, when you get teleported, the guy on the other side is basically not you. It's somebody. It's like a clone of you
Christ,
that
no.
thinks because
It's
you're being
perfect
deatomized.
teleportation.
Okay.
You sick freak.
I think that's a genuine. I'm not sure about the RTO tech capabilities of Atis. I think that's a genuine question to be had.
I think you're a sick freak who wants people to be atomized.
Yeah,
They are getting atomized. That's how teleportation goes.
I'm telling you, man. Legion's a villain.
That's how teleportation goes. Like we have teleportation in real fucking life. That's
Yeah,
how it
but-
works.
Or how it would go. Or how it would go.
How it would go. I also
Yeah.
use theories as my concrete evidence.
Yeah.
You're a sick freak.
You're not a little guy. You're a sick guy.
You're sick.
It's like those things, right? Like the one Movarian that was like eyeing you up, like when they were being teleported in. Shouldn't they be like, when they destroyed or like turned it off? Shouldn't they be like, cut up, you know, because they were like getting ported over and then it suddenly crashes.
What?
Like they were being teleported, right? And the thing during the fight with the Shadow Drake.
Yeah.
Then they closed it. Shouldn't the guy that's being teleported be like, ripped to shreds because it kind of stopped the
You
process?
don't know how their fucking teleportation works.
Yeah,
Okay,
let
good.
them be spaghettified.
What?
Like a black hole. But they become spaghetti. No? Anyone?
Hey,
What?
what is with the artists in this community being little sick fucks? So like, what am I?
What? I'm sorry, I zoned out.
It's
and-
physics!
It's really just
Our
looks like a portal,
imagination is
man.
unfathomable.
Just like researching human anatomy just drive you to this point where you want to inflict pain on others. You've had to draw
maybe
one too many ankles at weird angles. This has just tipped you over the edge.
You hate hands? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I love hands. And that's what
Freak.
makes me a psycho. But also Laura is doing some pretty dope shit right now. In the whiteboard.
Yeah, but Laura was sick
Aw,
before he
yes.
started like getting
Thanks.
into art again. I mean,
That's true. Wait, what?
huh?
What'd you say about me? Man, that's crazy. Me sick? Nah. Ah,
Laura's a sick fuck.
only
He likes a
little
quick fuck.
bit. All right.
I've seen this man play Magic. I believe it.
Yeah. The only other sick person who likes
Dex is
playing
a
with Laura
viable
is Sable.
strategy.
Him and Sable, man, they just beat each other in the cock and then they laugh about it.
Sure.
Like,
So
and
it's
then
a good
this
quote about
card
it.
flicks you in the nuts for 2 damage every turn when you draw a card,
The problem is
and then they
that
both laugh.
Sable learned magic with me as one of his tutors. So I got to impart onto Sable all that sweet, sweet tech that your boy
Fuckhead.
loves in that kind of game.
Unlock the like golden case. You reveal light comes out of the fucking box. He looks in, it's necropotence.
Stack pieces, Praetors, Annihilator, and Infect all just laid at the bottom of the box.
He's like, "What is this?" And you're like, "This is pure
future.
cancer."
This is magic.
Don't do it. Like fucking Satan with the fucking apple handed to fucking Sable.
Are you comparing me to Satan?
Actual Lucifer whispering in Sable's innocent ear, telling him the knowledge of meta and power. This is the tree of bracket 4.
Yeah. The invisible bracket. 100%.
spliced? It's meant to be like a perfected technology. That's why it's lasted so long. Otherwise, players would be killing themselves on Arcotech. Also,
it just works the same way. Sorry, go.
I don't know. It's fine.
Yeah.
And why not? They should be killing themselves in Archaeotech.
We are in a world of magic, where you can step through a portal and be on a different planet. So you could kind of just chalk it to the same thing, no? If we can literally moonwalk onto the moon, why can't we teleport and still be the same person?
What if like a company made teleportation, but they actually lied and it was like, it actually just killed you and then cloned you. And then they pretended that was...
Some Black Mirror shit.
Imagine if Elon Musk made a teleportation. Yeah, this is why we can't have nice things, by the way, because this is what would actually happen. I want you to know.
Your Neuralink would get downloaded, sent over the
Yeah.
cloud, and installed into a new simulator.
You go into the teleportation box, and there's just an intern with a 9mm in there.
So when does it happen? When am I sent over? You already are. Back.
You were there
This is the-
a minute ago.
The second you step in the box.
I do. Okay, I just realized I do have a question regarding this. What if, right? Would you be all right being cloned if it means you could live forever?
Yeah.
Would you be, okay, imagine this, right? Your DNA has been gathered, your memory's been, what do you call this? Like harvested already. You're still you. But the person performing the task is like, all right, this is the final step, and he pulls out a Glock. You must trust me. You will come back. This is it. Immortality, but you have to go through this first. You need to have faith that you will come back. This is the first step.
Suddenly, I need faith. I need to be a believer.
Well, you need to have trust that the system will work.
I see. I don't know if I want to live forever.
Mm. Okay. I guess that removes that conundrum. I guess you wouldn't go through the process then.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to live forever. I haven't, I feel like you'd eventually go insane.
I mean, would you?
Why wouldn't you? You'd eventually forget your mother's face, your father's face, your grandparents, siblings, what have you, your first love. Eventually, it's so distant you can't even recall it anymore.
Well, I already forget a lot of things, so
Maybe it'll be great for you, brother.
okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
I think it's done. I think I finished Garfield.
Indeed, you have, and he is eldritchly glorious.
Oh, ain't it pretty?
Yes, and
Finished
audio
Garfield.
is there and watching in horror.
How long have I been scribbling this soup?
What?
How long have I been doing this?
Oh, let me check. Like an hour, 2.
2 hours?
It's been a while.
I'm gonna post it. I'm gonna put it in
Yeah,
Crash.
do it.
If I need to put a sensor on this, let me know, man. Boop.
And you can just see a foot. That's very funny to me.
If I may ask another question pertaining to cloning.
Sure.
Okay. I want to check if we can still talk about the topic or if we've moved on. If per se, that at a crucial point, right? A crucial point in your life that you have to make a certain decision that will affect your life, you're allowed the opportunity to basically clone yourself so that you can take the two paths. Would you?
No.
Just one life.
Yeah. Because what if they have a better life than me? Because I didn't take that opportunity.
I mean, it's still quote unquote be you. So
It wouldn't
you
be
are
me,
getting a good. Yeah, obviously it wouldn't be you,
Yeah,
but
so
it'll
it's
be
not me. There's
are
no
you.
point in doing it. Why
Wait,
would I
are we doing
give?
this again? We've done this before, guys. We've been here.
I'm
Oh,
aware.
yeah, okay.
I
Okay,
fucking,
I'll stop.
I put the stop sign up, guys. This is a rerun, guys. Skip VODs,
Okay.
VOD watchers skip.
Hey, come on, it's been a while. I think. I don't know. It's been a while.
It's been like a week.
VOD watchers skip 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I'll stop. Ball Rogers, continue watching.
Once the dungeon is cleared, can they reuse it? Having a base with a teleporter has to be a great value. The teleporter just works inside of the dungeon. It doesn't work outside of the dungeon. It lets you teleport on one floor. You step in a room, it teleports you to the teleporter room. From there, you step into other rooms, which all lead back to the same room.
Oh wait, is there a guild that tackles archaeotech stuff?
It tackles no, there's no recognized guild that is tasked with Archotech stuff.
Okay. But can archaeotech be reverse engineered, or is that too far away for them?
Way too far away from that.
Okay.
If they want to use it as a base, sure. That's fine. There's going to be a bit of work, and also not the main focus of the AP. So, but they could. You know, kind of not what the story's about. Correct. No genetic memory on how to make it, only how to use it. Okay, time to start putting some levers down. Get more value selling the cleared property rights to some consortium then. Yeah, they could also do that, sure. I think they're going to be more focused with, I don't know, saving Kalidor, but I could be wrong. This could be the one time where I'm like, this isn't a sandbox, and suddenly the party wants to go outside of the fucking story.
Would never. Why would we do that?
I don't know.
Why would we do a thing like that?
Yeah, saving killed from what? Like the giant over there? Nah, we're going over there where there's no giant monster.
Be pretty
What
funny.
if the
We're going to make a beach episode.
Not true. Finally, you in a tank top, just what I always wanted to see.
Oh my. Okay, I have another question.
Okay.
I suppose it's about Societal stuff in Aetus.
Societal stuff in Aetus. This ought to be good.
I guess in Theros for the time being. Is how do people view nudity in
Oh
in
lord.
Theros? Is it like
Pardon?
oh,
I
okay?
think he means across species. Like, you doesn't
Well,
have
no.
pants. Is anyone bothered?
No, you has pants. What?
She does?
Don't be ridiculous. That's
What?
Does she not?
that's so
Oh, I
petty.
don't draw her with pants. I only
Legion
have
poses
like a
unhinged question. Soup tries to
a-
defend them. Legion goes, "Nuh-uh, that's
just
dumb."
I have her wear like a plastic bag as a top and nothing else. But keep going then.
But yes, societal stuff, right? Again, it's the whole. It just occurred to me, right? So is like obviously we won't see it in game, but I am kind of curious, like in the setting, like if someone was just going shirtless, right? If they're like a worker, they're like, oh, it's too hot. Let me just unbutton or like remove my top shirt. Is that looked down upon if it's a woman, or is it like, oh, okay, they're just working? Like, is there like a stigma towards
I
like,
don't know,
oh,
brother. That has
why not?
never once come up in my setting ever.
Well, yes. Well, yeah. Obviously, the player is more interested in actual things that are happening, that are important. I'm just curious about details of the setting. You could say no or not if it's not really something you want to talk about.
I don't know. I don't know what the modesty values are of Tyros as a whole. I've only ever had one player go shirtless, and that was Call. And he was basically wearing a loincloth, but he was viewed as very odd for doing so. And I remember Gerald trying to put him in clothes pretty much immediately. I don't think I've ever had a female PC go shirtless.
Mm-hmm. I'm just like, is it like something scandalous if they're like, oh, uh, you know, they were shirtless or some other manner of undress.
I think depending on where you live, you'd probably get yelled at for going shirtless as male or female, usually by the wisdom.
Mm-hmm. It just occurred to me again because you were talking about how at least in Alliance tier, right? Dudes need to be clean shaven if they're not married. So I don't know if there's like some sort of like town or setting like continent wide practice that's like, oh, you can't show ankles because that's lascivious and all that.
I mean, there are wisdoms like that, yeah. The wisdoms are usually the ones that come up with the rules. Banks are banks government owned. They are owned by the king. There are two major. Well, actually, I wouldn't even call them. Sorry, there are no banks in Tyros. There are, I guess, mints and treasuries, but there's no like real bank. Or the. I'll get to that in just a second, Nick. There are no like real banks. I think there is a bank that I have in Suna, and I think Carousel has a bank, but I don't believe Tyros has like a bank.
A barter society.
A what?
A bartering society.
Correct. Wisdoms are authority or figureheads within townships. Moneylenders? Yeah, there's probably moneylenders, but I don't know. I don't see there being banks, like organized banks. There are like treasuries, so you could bring old coins to these places and get them swapped out for new coins. So adventurers delving ancient ruins do that. Yep. Adventurers will find coins belonging like to the Drisharan Empire and stuff like that, and then bring them into their local, the local magister or whoever's there, and basically get them swapped out or changed for modern currency. If a player wanted to invest in an area that's starting to form, who would I talk to first? Would I get some kickback later? What do you mean? Like, are you wanting to invest in an area? Is that what I'm hearing? Or...
But man, is this area a developing town?
Huh?
Dude,
Oh,
what's
sorry,
the
like-
prospects of me putting my hard-earned horns into this town? What's my ROI?
Yeah.
You probably want to talk to the Dracus or anything.
What if I want to make like a Walmart type deal in one of these towns? Would that be good?
You want to build a shop in a town?
Yes, a giant general convenience shop. Yes.
Are you part of the Are you part of the trade guild? Are you part of the merchants guild?
I'm an entrepreneur. You know,
Okay,
I'm just getting my license.
you're
For
getting
this
your
big new
license.
town. Yes.
Okay, well, when you get your license, you can come open a shop.
But why?
Because I don't know you. we
But
have
I have all
there's
these
no
bags of
credence.
money.
If you were coming in as an outsider and you wanted to open a shop and you didn't belong to a guild, you are paying a lot more to open a shop.
What about a lemonade stand?
What about what?
Do you need a permit for a lemonade stand?
You need a permit for a lemonade stand. No.
Good, good.
Yeah, if you're an outsider, you're not from the town, you don't belong to any of the guilds, yeah, you're getting charged a lot more to open a shop because you're not trustworthy. Nobody knows you.
But I have infinite money. Will I still be received well?
You would be viewed very hesitantly. More than likely, somebody would accuse you of being a dark friend.
Why do you have infinite money?
Did you enter the
friends
infinite
will
money
be-
cheat code?
Hashtag motherload.
If you come in and say, I have infinite wealth, somebody's going to be like, dark friend.
You're lying.
Kill that guy in particular.
But it's infinite money going to your town. What?
That doesn't mean, get out of here, you fucking dark friend.
Yeah, but it's curse or some shit. Get the fuck out.
Get out of here. I fucking hurl an egg at you.
What if I have a writ from one of the the minting presses that
For
says
what?
that the infinite money is good, that I'm good for it.
That doesn't mean shit, you weirdo. I'm gonna investigate that guy too. The guy who wrote this, the notary who approved this.
Yeah, but I bet
Why
that's
would
your dark
they
friend
work?
benefactor.
Guess who's going to the Onyx Oubliette? It's you.
But it's all legit.
That's
Look at my
great. The
paper.
arbiters will find that out.
Superstition. Can't believe it.
But if I was an adventurer, would I get a discount? If you were an adventurer who helped the town, the Elderman would put in a good word for you. It would basically allow you to set up shop. So let's say that the party, the Stormbreakers, went back to Duran's Spear and wanted to set up a shop. They could, because they have not only curried favor with the mayor, but they've also curried favor with the wisdom. They've also curried favor with the sheriff. The only pushback they would get would probably be from the actual Merchants Guild member who's there. Mr. Fulton, I believe was his name. But it would be very minimal pushback. They would let them open a shop if they wanted.
I can't believe this. They're allowing simple wayfarers with have little monies to open up shop, but
You're definitely a dark friend. You're definitely a dark friend.
What?
You're definitely a dark friend. We won't even wait for the arbiter. Get the noose.
What?
Kill that guy in
here.
particular.
I'm here to drive business.
Yeah, you're about to fucking get driven into the grave.
Ah, Philistines.
What if, like a mattress store that never has customers but always has stores open? Competition breeds ingenuity and commerce. You're not wrong, but also, you could be a dark friend. So, get out.
The superstition. Backward superstition of country folk. Ugh.
Yes. What if the party wanted to open a restaurant? If they want to open a restaurant, sure. Yeah, if Logan wanted to open up a restaurant, that'd be fine. His father would be very confused. But yeah, you can do that.
Wait, why would Gerald be confused? Doesn't Gerald want to franchise outside of Alliance here?
No, he doesn't.
So you're saying Logan wouldn't have, Gerald's blessing to
Of course
So
he'd have his
basically,
blessing. That's why I said he'd be confused, not disappointed.
why confused?
Because he has a fucking restaurant to come back and run. He has the singing tier if you wanted to run a restaurant.
But if they want to spread the glory of the singing tier outside of Alliance,
You're not.
though,
He's making his own restaurant.
Dean, what if I want to start franchising?
A franchise.
does franchising exist in Adis?
There's probably a merchant out there who has made multiples of the same shop.
What's his name?
I don't know.
Dang. What's the name of the franchise?
I
What's
see.
the brand?
I don't know.
Mr. Hut of the Pizza Lions. Pizza Hut.
Papa
What's
John's.
this megaport? the
Pizza.
Papa.
Hell yeah, Papa John. Never been.
Another case of the boss man not wanting whimsy in his setting.
Oh my god.
Papa John's and Pizza Hut is not fucking whimsy.
It can.
You have
If
no
you
imagination
try.
if that's whimsy to you.
What if it's an actual hut made of pizza?
Okay, I don't know about that, Soup. That'll pose a lot of health hazards.
That's some hag shit right there.
Yeah. Oh, a pizza hag. That's
I'm sorry,
whimsical.
Legion. I thought you wanted fucking whimsy. You piece of shit. This motherfucker's like, look how whimsical this is. Shows you actual fucking chain. What do you mean that's not health? Like, why are you taking offense? Soup is trying to... The artists are on the same side, and then Legion's like, no. Let's not get rambunctious now.
People would pay to watch a true dark friend being publicly executed? Yes.
Oh, good heavens.
So wild. You know what, Soup? I think a hut made of pizza is so whimsical, personally.
Oh, shut up, Sizzle. I don't care what you think.
Whimsy maxing. I see.
Yeah.
I didn't say it was a smart idea. Terrible idea, but it is whimsical.
Soupy like Sizzle agree with me. Damn, it's a bad idea.
Your French
Exactly.
is showing.
Pizza hag in the trash.
I don't care what you think, Baka.
Are you calling me? I will not finish that sentence.
A little tsundere? Yeah, a little bit.
Don't you mean a soup, Darren?
Oh,
Hello.
Who joined?
oh my god, he brought his
In
whole
this cursed moment, who
conditioner in
joined?
here.
He did.
Hello.
What's
Oh,
up?
it's a raccoon.
What's up, Crowned?
What's up, baby?
What you doing?
Man making.
No way. You making maps?
I know. Crazy, right?
Impossible.
What's up?
Not much. I gotta change my thing, apparently. Hold on one sec. I'm just a little guy. Hold on. What's this thing? Fugi? Fugi.
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? You're fucking
I don't
using
know.
it, man.
I don't understand
I'm
this
using
newfangled
Discord-
technology.
I'm using Discord reactive images.
Hey,
What the...
no, you're not.
I am. That's what that is.
Bitch. There's no
You
way
just
you're
changed it. You just changed
Damn.
your Discord reaction image.
Yeah,
Damn.
that's Fugi.
That's
what are you
what I'm
talking?
using. That's Discord reaction images. That's what it's
That's
called.
Fugi.
It ain't
You
called
liar.
Fugi. It's called Discord reactive images.
I'm gonna
Oh.
foog.
I think you're just making stuff up now.
Okay, you're being like technically correct at this point in time. Yes, on Fugi.tech, it's called Discord Reactive. Yes, you are correct on that.
Thank you.
Nice.
Now kiss me on my hot mouth. I'm feeling
No,
romantical.
you being a fucking brat right now. I'm not gonna reward that behavior.
Don't worry, Chad. He'll reward it tonight.
I don't reward brat behavior. I'm not a brat tamer. I have no interest in it. If you're gonna be a brat, I'm gonna roll my eyes and walk out of the room.
He'll be back. They always come back.
You're not a brat. You're just childish.
My brat taming days are over. That was younger me.
Younger me. A younger
That was a-
man.
That was a younger man when I was ready to give it my all, and now I
Giving it my all.
someone's a brat to me. I just go, and I go. I gotta go.
Audibly sigh at them.
I gotta leave. I just imagine Brett as like a raccoon dressed like John Travolta in the 70s.
Whoa.
He like pulls up in his Chevrolet and his little license plate says Brat Tamer, TMR.
Why is that John Travolta?
Because you're old.
Oh my god.
Because
Damn.
John Travolta is the oldest.
You're talking
fucking
because you're
come up with?
talking exactly like boomers being like, I remember the days of disco.
What?
What is happening?
What the
I don't
fuck?
What's up, gamer? The
That is
Elgato
not-
camera is on the way.
I saw that. I saw that. I saw that. It'll be good. What are you laughing at? What is so fucking funny right now, Sizzle? What are you? What is so
What's up?
fucking
I'm
funny?
funny. No one else laughs at me, so I have to
Violence.
laugh at myself. Okay, what do you want?
Come on, dude. Don't do that to
do you
yourself,
want?
man. Come on, man. You're better than that. Come on,
Be
man.
better. Be stronger. Be
Am I
better.
though? Am
I
I?
laugh. I laugh because no one else laughs.
Look, I thought a raccoon dressed up as John Travolta was funny. Okay, what do you want from me? It was simple.
It was.
It wasn't.
It was that I gave you the benefit of the doubt. It was like, all right, let's play the round. Let's see what happens here. And
There
then
wasn't
you were
that
like,
much going on.
and then you were like, because you're old, and I'm like, John Travolta. That's the fucking thing.
He's old. I get it.
Yeah,
I
he
get
is
that
No,
reference.
I mean, he is old. That is absolutely
I
correct.
will say he is very handsome. I don't know if you saw the football commercial where he walked around as Santa. That was pretty crazy.
John Travolta. John Travolta's got like a weird plastic face to me.
Just like Santa.
Almost like face off.
Yeah.
Face off. Oh no.
That's right. He was in
I want
Face Off.
his face off.
I'm gonna take his face off. So stupid. So fucking stupid. But yeah, back in the day though, you could do stupid movies like that. You can't do that anymore. You know?
Oh,
Don't call
what do you
cringe
mean?
now.
I'm pretty sure. I don't know, man. I think he's still doing stupid movies to this day.
Oh, he absolutely is. My absolute favorite role of his is in the American True Crime Stories.
Oh no.
He no. Here's the thing. He plays a real because the American Crime Stories, the first season was all about the people versus O.J. Simpson. So it's like a documentary. And this guy plays Robert Shapiro, and he is the most John Travolta-ish Robert Shapiro ever. It's so hard to. It's here. I'll send a picture. And he's just looking around. He always looks confused, and he's like, "Where's OJ? Has anyone seen OJ?" Okay, yeah, here it
Is
is.
he safe?
Yeah, has anyone? So, who here thinks he did it? Like, that is him. Yeah, there it is. That's him as Robert Shapiro. And that's old because I remember the OJ trials. I was in elementary school when it happened. And then when OJ was declared innocent, we were like, what? You're like, that man killed her. What do you mean? Like, even as a kid, we were like, there's no fucking way.
He's a
He's
murderer.
innocent. Yeah.
I don't even really know what that term means yet, and I know he's a murderer.
That was 4th, 5th grade. I knew what that meant. And then I watched the fucking life of O.J. Simpson, where he wrote a book called "If I Did It." Like he's like,
Yeah.
no, I didn't do it.
He did do
If
that.
If I did do it, this is how I would have done it. You're like, what the fuck?
Oh my god, man!
Yeah, and then O.J. Simpson got arrested in Vegas for trying to steal like his own memorabilia, and then went to jail for that.
Oh,
like a decade later.
Oops.
Jesus!
I was like, brother, you got away with murder, and you're going to bed or going to prison with, petty thefts. Like, what the fuck, man?
Yes, sir.
Oh my god, dude, it's insane. And then he came back and he's like, I hope you all are ready for me on Twitter. And we're like, please, OJ, no.
Oh, go away!
And then he died. And then that was the end of his story. He ended up spending a lot of his like a decade in fucking prison.
Unfortunate.
Oh, is he dead?
Yeah, he's dead.
Oh,
Unfortunate.
well then.
He died. Oh, that's right. He died last year.
Oh, damn.
April 10th is when he died last year. We're coming up on his anniversary.
Oh, wow.
Are you doing something special for the death of O.J. Simpson? Wait, is that on? Is that on Dumpster Delvers?
I think I'm gonna wear gloves.
Damn it, April 11th. Damn, we could have done an OJ special for Dumpster Delvers.
Oh jeez, special. That's so fucking evil.
God damn it. One day off. Maybe next year.
Well, maybe.
Maybe next year we'll do an OJ thing. Yeah, that's his second year of his death is on April 10th, which is a Friday next year. So, and that's when we lose our entire audience. Going, why are they doing a fucking OJ?
Why are they
Simpsons?
celebrating the life and death of OJ Simpson? What is wrong with them?
Well, this is such a random topic. What the fuck?
And for a subject literally nobody asked for. We're gonna read OJ Simpson's If I Had Done It. Lock in, chat. It's time.
Yeah. So like I have to remember how it went. Because like he wrote a book called If I Did It. And then for some reason, I don't know how, like the estate of Nicole Brown Simpson, which was like her family.
Oh yeah, they bought the book.
They bought the rights to the book.
I think they won it. I think they won it in the lawsuit.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, they won in some lawsuit. I don't know what the lawsuit was. And they changed the cover so that the if is so fucking small that you can't look at it. That you can't. It's really hard to find. You have to look for it, and the cover just says, "I did it."
Yep.
Confessions of the Killer.
I do remember that. I thought that was pretty funny.
I thought that would look at this cover, and the if is like tiny in the eye of I did it. Oh,
great choice, honestly.
Oh my god, it like I don't know if petty's the right word, but I would say righteous pettiness. Like it's very good. It's very fucking good. You're like, God damn.
Goodness.
If I did it.
My God, that man murdered people.
Yeah. Oh, they even changed. The Goldman family views this book as his confession and has worked hard to ensure that the public will read this book and learn the truth. This is the original manuscript approved by O.J. Simpson with subtitle added by the Goldman family and up to 14,000 words of additional commentary. So yeah, they won the book. They added 14,000 more words and they made it so that everyone understood at that point, you know, guys, you fucking did it, man. Look at this book. Like he fucking talks about it, man. Come on.
That guy's a murderer.
I mean, it's
all right
funny.
here. I shake the book.
It's kind of funny.
It's very funny.
It's really funny. All author royalties from the sale of this book are awarded to the Goldman family. The Goldman family views the book as OJ's confession. They're like, oh, so good. It's so good.
Oh, I had to sneeze. Oh my God.
Go sneeze.
Achoo.
I did.
Sneeze,
it hurt. It was bodily.
Was it an American sneeze?
It was. It was one of them dad sneezes.
Hell yeah. Yeah, when anyone holds back a sneeze, like, oh, sneeze!
What are you doing?
Goddammit!
Achoo now!
You're going to explode!
Yeah. I'm like, your brain's gonna fucking blow up, dude.
Achua.
No!
She's back. She's back, baby. Achua.
True.
Oh, yeah,
she
was
apologized.
No legal wrongdoing, right? They basically.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah. They
All
said, all checks in here. So.
We said about like 100 more people, then we start our crypto pump and dump scheme.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
I agree.
Our last episode of Dumpster Delvers will be the crypto scheme. We will call it the crypto scheme. And then
the writing will be on the wall.
Yeah, and then when people are like, wait a minute, where did all my money go?
Yeah, literally just make an announcement in Discord. Hey guys, we're making our first pump and dump.
Yeah, we're pumping and dumping. So if you want to buy this, do
This
it now.
is a scam.
Now is
In
the
all
time.
caps.
This
Highlighted
is
in
a
red.
Scam.
This is
You will not make money. Only I will be making money.
Maybe you'll make some money. Who knows, man? Maybe
If you're quick
you
enough.
know.
If you're quick
Yeah.
enough.
If
You're quick on the draw.
you gotta be,
You gotta
quick
be
on the
quicker
draw,
than
man.
us.
You gotta be quick on the draw, dude.
Just post a cryptic message before you before you dump it. It's like press X not to default.
Speaking of pump and dump, I'm excited to see where the market goes this
Huh?
week. I'm really excited.
Bro.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Every day I check my Fidelity account and I chuckle. As another $4,000 goes down the toilet.
We're actually starting Massey's Roth IRA this week.
Oh, perfect.
Very good.
Yes.
Now's the time, baby. What are you talking about? And everyone's like, the market's on fire. I'm like, yep, time to open up that Roth IRA.
Get me
baby.
in
Let's
there,
go.
True.
I think it was officially declared we are now in a bear market because we've lost over 20% of the top market's value. I'm like, now's the time, baby. Now's the time to go in.
I'm locked in. I'm ready.
It's time. It's time, man. It's time to bet it all on black, baby. Let's go. It's time to go, baby.
God, I love the free market.
Well, not so free anymore.
Said with a deep sigh. Ugh.
I mean, it'll be free again. It's just I don't know, man. I'm trying to figure out. Mini Dumpster Delvers episode today, by the way. I'm figuring out if the world is going to forgive America. That's what I'm trying to figure.
Ooh, that is a great fucking question.
Yeah, I think they will. And maybe that's just my fucking
Very
patriotism
American
going out.
of you. Very American of you.
Yeah, but
We
I'm
would
thinking
need to stop a global crisis for us to like curry some favor with people.
I think we're gonna drop, not during this term. We're gonna drop the tariffs. We're like, hey, sorry about that. We really want to make amends, and countries around the world are gonna be like, we forgive you, and also be like, oh, thank God. Like, we really do want to work with China or whatever, So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
Interesting.
We'll
I could see people welcoming us back purely because they don't want to work with China. However,
Yeah.
I could also see us having to like basically debase
Make
ourselves.
amends. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to do an apology tour. I've just said I think what it's gonna come down to at the end of the day is while everyone's like building their thing without America and it taking an extremely long time, and then we come back in the middle of it and go, hey, we're back and we're dropping these tariffs and we're sorry, and then they'll be like, okay, yeah, we forgive you, we're gonna go back to our ways, and because they're like man, we're gonna have to work on this for another like 4 or 5 fucking years. Like, yeah, let's just go back to but maybe with some
Hey, get on
assurances
in
in
here,
places.
baby. Get on in here.
Yeah, but who knows? Honestly, who knows? But if anything, I've learned history tends to repeat itself. Because people don't learn from history, and everyone's just gonna keep making the same mistake. Yeah, it's cool, man. It's cool. It's all good. Yeah, I'm curious where I'm like locked in. I'm like, man, where's the market gonna be tomorrow?
Honestly, it's a thriller.
It's
Thriller.
yeah.
I wait with bated breath.
Oh, actually, no. We're it's gonna suck tomorrow. It's gonna be another.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be another bad day. Never mind.
Oh yeah.
The Dow futures say, hey, we're falling another 1,400 points, which means we're losing another like 5-10% of the market.
Amazing.
We are going into a recession. We're going nose deep. Nose diving into a recession, baby. Let's go. Oh boy. Dude, we're gonna be down like 30% of our top market. We're going into recession territory this week.
I can't wait.
Unless Trump steps forward and goes,
JK.
I did it. No, he's not gonna say JK. He's gonna be like, I did it. I made the deal. We're good now, which he's done a couple of times now, where He's like, good news. I broke them. They're like,
You broke
yeah,
what?
yeah, bro. They came begging at the table. They said, please, Mr. Trump, don't take away our market. Please don't do it. And I did it. I didn't do it. Like, that's what's gonna happen.
Sir,
you
that's
know?
the American people on their hands and knees right now, sir. That's not
That's
whoever you're trying to fight right now.
I said, I went to those commies in Vietnam and said, hey, you gotta be.
I went to the Falkland Islands.
I went to the
They were
Falkland
very
Islands.
apologetic.
I went
All
to
3,000 of
McDonald
them.
Island. I went to McDonald Island and told those penguins. But they were
Are you
gonna
sure
have
you-
to. They were
The
gonna play
Falklands
nice.
will never tariff us again. I fucking owned those penguins.
Ugh.
Yeah, when the market was in a free fall, and the Trump administration was like, "Hey, so are we gonna like negotiate this shit?" They were like, "No, we're not. We're gonna. This is the plan." And everyone went, "Oh fuck, oh no!" And then the market keeps going into a fucking free fall. Yeah, and so that's what happened. The U.S. stock futures look bad because the White House is still like, yeah, we're not. No. Fuck no. Admit that we're wrong. We're never gonna do that. I would rather this country burn into ash before admit wrongdoing. That's what the White House said.
From
Yeah.
the last time we talked,
Hmm.
I'm pretty sure the value of the dollar went down further.
Probably. Oh, absolutely. If the Dow futures this Sunday is essentially stating, hey, we're gonna drop even more tomorrow, then yeah, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be real bad. Yeah, another 4% drop from the Dow futures, which means tomorrow's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad.
Ooh. Oh yeah. 2,231 points.
Mhm.
Nice.
Mhm.
Very pog.
Thursday, big drop because the tariff announcement. Friday was a big drop because China then went retaliatory tariffs. And then this weekend, we kind of waited for everyone to cool off a little bit and said, hey, White House, what's the plan?
God.
And they were like, and they said, you're looking at it, Chief. And they snapped and then pointed their fingers at you and went, oh. And so now it's going to drop again.
Dude, I'm watching it. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm watching it start.
Yeah.
And the moment, I'm pretty sure it's like when the market's open, it just fucking free falls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna,
Free fall. It catches itself and then starts free falling again.
Yeah. So the market isn't open during the weekend. So the market didn't do anything yesterday and today. Today is more. I'm looking more at the futures. The last thing that was said by Trump was he doesn't want stocks to go down. But and in quotation marks, sometimes you have to take medicine. I don't think he knows how any of this is working right now.
Nice.
He keeps being like, all right, the stocks are it's like a surgery. It's gonna hurt, but then you're gonna feel real good. And you're like, hey, that's not how this works, dipshit. What do you? And then someone was celebrating, like made a meme that was like, yeah, Trump knows what he's doing. He's purposely trying to crash the market. And then motherfucker Trump retweeted that as like, he's a fucking brilliant economist. I'm like, you don't even know you're making this up as you go along. Fuck. He's making it up. Shit.
Somebody stop him.
I mean, I knew that already, but fuck.
He's going for the market. It's that
Unfortunate.
meme of the old man waddling
Stop
towards the jukebox.
Someone stop him.
Yeah, he's going for the jukebox.
Look, all I'm saying is, even fucking Elon is like, man, I really hope he drops the tariffs on the EU because that would be bad. And you're like, I'm looking around at his allies right now, like, yeah, it's not good, man. You're like, uh-oh. Look, I'm just saying, people don't like losing money. So big money's going to stop this. Some way, somehow, they're going to stop this. And who knows? Maybe we'll see 40, 60 years of peace. Maybe that's what'll happen. Fingers crossed. Well, so historically, every time every time. First of all, Jesus fucking Christ. This is what I mean by people not learning from fucking history. Every fucking time someone. This is the first time we've done this, by the way. Every time someone has tried to do this, it has failed horribly. It has tanked the economy, and then the Democrats come back into power for decades to come. Notice how I said the Democrats come back into power, because every time this has been attempted, it's always been by a stupid Republican who thinks they're different. Every fucking time, from like early pre-19, before, from every fucking time. And last time this was tried, we were in the Great Depression, and that took about a decade to recover from, unfortunately. But then the Democrats were pretty much in the majority in power for like,
It's like 60 years.
yes, until Reagan. Yeah, pretty much. So my takeaway is maybe I get to die before I see the Republicans back in. Maybe I will fucking outlive the next time some dipshit tries this. Or we suffer. Everyone tries to vote in Democrats. The Democrats still lose, in which case I put my tinfoil hat on and I go, it's a fucking scam. someone, it's not real. These are Russian bots that are voting. I don't know what the fuck's going on. So we'll see.
Nice.
We are at a historic moment today.
I love historic moments.
I really
I love living through them.
there's been too many. There's been way too many. I just want a fucking break, dude.
I love it. It's great.
As the market continues to crash, more people will be like, "Hey, can we not do this?" Like of both sides. Yeah. Even Rand Paul was like, "Yeah, we're gonna lose everything if this fucking keeps up." Like, you could wishy-washy and hope as much as you want, but we're gonna fucking lose it all. Maybe we shouldn't have brought in an unhinged near 80-year-old.
God, we just love old people and giving them power.
Yeah, so as the market, that's my positive step is as the market continues to crash, more and more people who were on Trump's side are going to be like, hey man, can we not please not do this? Please, man, please. Yeah, because
man, sounds like y'all having a great time right now.
Sephiroth.
What are we talking about?
everyone's having a great time right now.
Talk about the current state of the
We're talking about the Dow futures falling another 1,400 points today, which means when the market opens Monday, we're seeing another dip, another huge fucking dip.
Jokes on them. Jokes on them. I didn't have a 401k to lose.
Now's the time. Now's the time to start open up a 401. Say genuinely during a bear market. Now's the time to open that Roth IRA. Now's the time to open that 401k. Now is the time. I'm not a financial advisor. Don't take financial advice from me. Now is the time.
So like, now it's like a bear market. Does that mean like Crown's in charge now? I was like, what's the deal with that?
Yeah, he's in charge of all.
You in charge now, dude?
Yeah, it's like you're in charge of a China shop and all your inventory is broken.
You're in charge now, dude. So like, dude, that's awesome.
From my understanding, we are perilously close to a bear market. From my understanding, a bear market takes place when we dip below 20% of the record market amount, which means if the market was worth 10,000 points and we dip below 8,000 points, we now enter into a bear market. And so if we're within 10% or 10 to 20, we're in correction. If I think it's 10 to 20, I don't remember. But yeah, once it's below 20, we're in bear market, that means people are going to continue to panic. So, and right now we're kind of looking around, we're seeing the side effects, we're seeing it all kind of on fire. Nothing's good. No one with the right mind thinks this is good. And we looked at the White House and went, hey, so are we gonna undo, or are we gonna negotiate? Like, what's the plan? And they're like, you're looking at the plan. This is what's happening, and we're not gonna stop. And you want us to take those back? No, we're not gonna do that. And so we're now just kind of scratched our heads, because even the White House is like, oh yeah, we're gonna watch it all burn down. And you're like, cool, great, cool. This is good. This is good. Yeah, it's essentially an acknowledgement, like, yep, everyone's gonna fucking suffer. That's the plan. And you're like, cool. Well,
nice.
Are we cooked, chat?
I don't know what we're doing. That's essentially it. Is we cook. We're cooked right now.
We cooked, chat.
We're fucking.
Chat, is this real?
We're cooked right now.
Does this mean the price of V-Bucks is gonna go up again? Because I can't handle that. I got 2 dogs to feed.
We got. Meanwhile, crypto is stabilized, so that's also never good. So crypto is the stabilizing factor of the market.
No.
It's not good. It's not good for everyone else. Yeah. We'll see what happens. I don't know. Like I said, it's gonna be an interesting week. I thought it was really cool that Trump just golfed after he announced the fucking world-shattering tariffs and went golf time.
I love golf.
I love golf. He's love golf. And then the White House announced, we're happy to let you know that your president is moving on to the championship. And you're like, what?
Dude, that's fascinating.
Is this what fascism looks like? Is this what this looks like? I need to know.
Great. Liking golf is fascist now. Fuck.
Yeah, I know. It's just more of like you're in Russia, everyone's starving. And then they're like, please, Kremlin, help us. And they look to the Kremlin and they're like, we got just what you need. And it's just a picture of Putin shirtless riding a horse. And you're like,
what's that supposed to do? I can't eat that.
That's not going to feed me. What are you fucking talking about right now, dude?
They look at you and they go, feed you.
No, they don't respond. They don't tell you that. They're like, nah, man, it's just a little suffering.
They say, comrade, trust the plan, comrade.
This is good. So they looked to the White House and were like, hey, so any update on what the fuck is happening right now? The White House is like, we actually do have an update. President Trump won and is won his golf game and is advancing to the championship, to the next tier. And you're like, what? That's not anything we want. That's not anything. Did you see all of the protests this weekend?
I did. I
heard about
hands-off protests. Ooh, baby. Ooh, people are mad, which is good because maybe that'll change something.
You're a funny man.
Hey, I look at the Crown DM. Hey, we fucking Hope Max in this fucking server, all right? We fucking Hope Max here.
I gotta hold on to hope, otherwise, what else? What else could I do?
we fucking Hope Max here. Get that negativity out of here.
My favorite part is how I'm like, oh my god, what are we gonna do? We gotta save up. And everyone's like, yeah. By the way, we're record-breaking numbers on my Patreon, by the way. Record sales of Why Slay Trash.
Yes.
And I'm just kind of like, oh, we need a distraction. Forget saving food. Give me that funny fishing book, Raccoon, because I need a distraction right now.
Hell yeah, that's what I need.
I'm like, oh my god. Okay, all right, cool, man.
Dude.
Cool. It is incredible how we lean on distractions during turmoil, which sucks because this week we're not going to be playing Frost Maiden. We got 2 people.
That's right.
Japan.
Oh,
sad.
Well, hopefully they have fun.
I'm sure they're having a great time. I'm sure they're having a wonderful time right now.
I'll go one day. One day.
You might not have a choice. Might be a point where like, we gotta get the fuck out of this country.
I gotta go.
Guess I'll go to Japan. Guess
Can't do it and get my Switch for $300 there. Yes, it's a perfect idea, Brett.
I heard that fucking dude. Did you hear that, Ground?
Oh, that the prices are going up again because of the tariffs?
No. That the Switch in Japan is like $320. Like that's what the Switch 2 is gonna be.
It's $300 there because apparently in Japan it's really fucking hard to get a Switch.
Yeah,
Like
so
it's very fucking hard.
So it's gonna be Switch. The Switch 2 is gonna be like 300, right?
Yeah, Switch 2 is gonna be like 300.
Why is it so hard to
I'm
get a
like,
Switch?
So from my knowledge, now I could color me ignorant. This is my understanding. So scalping happens a lot in Japan, more than it happens here.
Really?
That's wild.
That and so when it comes to video games in like Japan, most people just want to play mobile video games, and the Switch is perfect for that. So either scalpers are buying them up, or scalpers from out of country, by the way, because they're cheaper. And because the Nintendo kind of has just the market curbed in Japan for casual mobile game stuff because of the Switch. So like, why buy a fucking PlayStation or an Xbox when I could just get a Switch because I can bring it with me on the train or to work or wherever. They love the fucking Switch over there, and like they don't want scalpers to, because basically the Switch in Japan is going to be region exclusive. So like it's like you can't switch the language, you can't play like a copy of the game from any other place. So if you want to switch from Japan, I hope you know Japanese because it's only gonna work like it's region locked basically. Yeah. And it's just like man, I wish I paid attention to my Japanese class in high school. I wish.
That's so funny. Damn, I was not expecting scalpers to be that big of a problem. I always thought scalpers were like notorious as fuck in the U.S. because everybody loves grifting.
It's so bad in some places in Japan that like you have to enter a raffle to get a chance to buy a Switch in Japan sometimes.
Jesus.
No, perfect example. You know how the housing is in Final Fantasy 14?
Yeah.
It's just like that.
That's funny.
Shit.
That's funny.
You end up entering lotteries to buy, and then it's one per customer.
Yeah.
God.
Jesus.
Damn.
Anyway, what's it like to buy a Switch 2 in Malta? What's that like?
Well, first of all, you don't have to worry about it. You're not going to get a Switch 2. I think you were
I don't give a fucking shit about Nintendo.
you were protesting
My
it,
man.
I believe, just on principle because you're
Nintendo's a dog shit company. Yeah, I'm aware.
It's correct. It's true. As a Nintendo fan, they're dog shit. I'm still gonna buy their products though, because I'm a consumer, and I want the next Splatoon that comes out.
God, I love consumerism. Please don't kill
Oh, I
capitalism.
love being addicted to buying things.
As
Oh,
someone who now
finest.
sells things, I'm like, don't take it away, please. Don't take it away. Oh, I pay rent, please.
oh man,
I'm begging you, please.
I love video games. Oh, I love them, and I love buying them for exorbitant prices. I love paying $80.
I was thinking I actually was thinking they may have started dropping prices because Nintendo was reporting on everyone's reaction to the pricing, and they were kind of in like a crisis mode.
Dude, I hope they do. I hope they do drop the price. I really do.
Now they might not even have the ability to because of the tariffs. So,
Oof.
Damn.
You know what? I'm blaming the orange man. If Splatoon 4 is $100, I'm blaming him. I want to play that game,
I mean,
even though it hasn't been announced.
absolutely blame him. Yes, this is his fault, right?
It's
now.
gonna be $100.
I want my Nintendo slop.
It's gonna
and
be
I want
$100.
it now!
It's gonna be
It'll-
$100.
It'll be 99.99.
I'll cry. You'll like you thought you've seen me cry before, Crown, when with D&D. Now you're gonna see me. You're gonna see a grown man cry like nothing you've ever seen before.
Genuine rage
Genuine,
tears.
yeah.
Nice.
The TikTok ban got pushed back into their 75 days.
Oh yeah.
They were like, hey, Trump, what are we doing about that TikTok ban? He went, oh yeah, I forgot about that. Another 75 days. And I'm like, I don't know if China's gonna give you that option anymore, bud. I don't think they're really happy with you right now.
Who put in? It's like Amazon put in bids. I think OnlyFans put in bids.
I don't know, man.
OnlyFans.
Oh, all right. Everyone who's got who's got deep pockets, definitely. You know what I mean?
Oh my god.
Definitely put in bids for TikTok.
Hmm.
The issue right now is that the TikTok's algorithm can't be sold by like China declaration, like China but within their laws cannot sell the algorithm to an out of country anyone outside the country. So right now they're trying to figure out the best way to. So it's a little more complicated than someone just needs to buy it. They need to figure out like a good way to. So now they're talking about maybe licensing the algorithm out, but it still belongs to China. It's a whole mess.
Yeah. A mess is a good way to describe it.
It's all a mess.
I mean,
right.
It don't bother me. I don't use TikTok anyway.
Yeah, same. Well, TikTok shut down for like 6 hours, I started seeing more virality on YouTube. So I'm like, I'd be okay with TikTok shutting down for like a day. I think I'll
Pop them YouTube shorts up, maybe.
Exactly.
Yeah, dude.
All right. I gotta go eat dinner. I'll talk to you guys later.
All right, enjoy your dinner.
Have a good dinner.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Who's that?
Who are you?
Where am I?
Who's that? Where am I? Who are you guys?
Oh, hey.
I'm scared.
Hi, how are you?
I
Sizzle.
want my family back.
What?
Sizzle.
Yeah.
Give me Bacon Girls reference, please.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god. What the
Oh my
hell?
god.
She's on screen.
Are you getting another Blorbo?
Don't you have like a
Don't.
full body pic?
No, I can give you what I got
Show
though.
off your hips, whore.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sizzle.
Show me your legs.
Sizzle, it's a perfect chance for you to do Sizzle the Bacon. Dude, come on. Do it.
Wait.
I can give you emotes, but they are literally just like. Can
There
you
is a
give
half
me-
body, remember?
I guess you do have. I think Legion has the full body.
I have the half body.
You have the half body. That's right.
Also, it's just sketch. Or a line art is sketch.
Was there even ever a full body?
I don't think so. Here you go. I'll put them in fucking text chat for you.
Thank you. I'm drying you in a pan with eggs.
I don't know if I want to give you these anymore.
It's very nice,
Wet.
actually. It's not what you think.
What if it's like
Okay.
they're in a pan with like eggs, but like they're sitting in like it's like a jacuzzi or something. There's like butter and shit. It's all bubbly. It's like, ah, yes,
Kind of.
sizzle the bacon.
Yeah,
in a
it's sizzling.
pan.
It's sizzling.
Sizzling.
the
Yeah,
pan.
he's just
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
hey there, I'm just sizzling.
Actually, I'll share my screen again.
Call me Sizzler.
What's
The
sizzler?
Sizzler.
Yeah, you know,
Look,
uh,
it's pretty
I was
neat.
I was at Wawa earlier today, and they sell these things called
Oh,
Sizzlies, and I just keep thinking of you every time I see it.
I'm glad I'm infected your mind like that.
It's a little sizzly, dude.
What was an East Coast
The
thing?
Sizzler.
The Sizzler.
It's all they ever
What's
talk
that?
about on the East Coast is Wawa.
I
Oh my
fucking
God.
love Wawa.
That's all they
What's
talk
good.
about.
Wawa?
It's awesome. It's perfect, dude. All
What
right.
is it?
So imagine, okay, have you ever been to a 7-Eleven?
In Japan,
Okay, well,
but
Then-
never anywhere else. We
okay,
don't have it here.
so imagine a 7-Eleven, but bigger,
Okay.
and they have like a little mini restaurant in there that makes orders to go,
Oh,
Nice.
so it sounds nice. Sounds nice.
and like they make like subs and pizzas and burgers, fries. They're all pretty good. Milkshakes and so good.
Nice. I think this map is done.
Nice.
All the teleporters are lined up and set up so they correspond with each number. The levers that you have to pull are all assigned to different doors.
Question.
Yeah.
Top right, labyrinth. Why?
What you mean?
What is it for? What is its purpose?
One of it, you need to activate 4 different colored valves to open the stairs. One of them is in the labyrinth.
I see. Environmental hazards? Question mark.
Lots of them.
All over the place.
Correct.
Love
Nice.
environmental hazards.
Also lots of
I got
skeletons.
some ideas. Skeletons.
Skeleton.
Skeletons are
Skeleton.
good because it means you can put spike traps in the room and it won't affect the skeletons as much.
They're
It's a
gonna
goal
grab
resistance.
people and push them into holes.
That too. That means a high athletics
Skeleton.
check.
Skeletons just grabbing on the people and forcing them into the spike traps.
There's a
They
couple
will
of
drag
really
you
good-
into the bear trap that they have set.
That's terrifying, honestly. That's terrifying.
Why?
Like, oh,
There's a couple
Ugh.
of really good skeletal creatures that have high athletics checks.
Hey, rub my
Just
hands together.
base.
What if I just give them high athletics?
Oh, do you know what this place needs? Maybe I'm crazy for this, but do you remember in God, was it Dark Souls 3, the Ball of Bones?
Oh, where could I put it? I guess I could put it
Somewhere.
like here in this big hallway.
Yeah,
That's
just
the
have
only
it
place I
going
could
back
think.
and forth.
Yeah, just fucking.
Giving it the old as it drags itself uphill or whatever.
Dembo.
bones.
It was built to hide a lever, and it also has multiple fake levers inside of it that if you turn them, things spawn in the labyrinth with you.
like balls of bones.
Is there any way to determine which one is the correct one prior
Yes.
to? Okay, a little bit of recall knowledge, maybe.
Yes. Wow. Also,
Okay.
you'll know if you explore the dungeon before you go in the labyrinth.
Yes.
So, while I've been muted, I've been trying to figure out this genetic memory thing.
Yeah.
I'm convinced there's absolutely no way to change the attributes the way that the sheets are coded.
I see.
I have been through every HBS file, which is a handlebar file. I learned that today.
Handlebar?
Handlebar file. It's a type of coding thing.
Yeah,
And
just-
I cannot find the actual root file that has the information about the attributes in it. Everybody's referencing each other and nobody tells me where to go.
Huh.
So I have no clue. I've looked online, I've gone through the files myself. Fuck.
Damn.
I'll keep at it.
That's all right. Well, I'll.
Hey, Sizzle.
Yes.
I had a very cursed thought
Oh
to
boy.
ask.
I really need to change
you
my
know,
avatar. It only ever spawns cursed thoughts.
So Pi High is right. What are your thoughts?
Yeah.
What?
Tell me from the heart.
Yes.
Why do I feel like you're only going to apply this to the femboy?
No. I'll do it to both. Don't you worry.
I mean, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with that?
I prefer equality, but Legion's a woman hater, so it's hard to get him to do, things for women.
Man,
Please stop.
I can't defend you, Legion. I can't defend you.
These black spots, are they free fall?
Yeah, you die instantly. No, I don't know. I was considering making another floor because I'm a psycho, where if you fall in this, you end up in like a solo encounter type deal.
And they're just inky blackness.
Yeah, you fall a distance, you'll take damage or whatever depending on scores.
Oh, it should be noted, by the way, if you do everything sort of by the book, it's very, very hard to fall in Pathfinder.
Oh yeah, there's like the catch yourself reaction and everything.
Grab
right?
an edge, yeah.
That's
Grab
fine.
an edge is very, very forgiving.
That's so good then. Then perfect. That means I can abuse it all I want.
Absolutely. Yeah, because of hero points, grab an edge is, assuming they have a hero point, it's pretty good. So you can do it more if you want.
Nice. That's exactly what I love to hear.
What are these white lines?
They let me know what lever correlates to what door.
Okay, but the players won't see them.
Correct. This will all be hidden behind walls. I was trimming it so that way it wouldn't potentially show. So I'm like removing some of the edges and stuff.
So, is there a floor below this one you said about dropping?
I think I'm gonna make it. I think I'm gonna make it so that way if you fall in to one of these many holes, you end up in a different floor of the dungeon.
I could totally see some sort of hydroelectric plant in this place.
Yeah, you could end up in
All
like
the-
some basically electric dam. That'd be cool as
Some
fuck.
big turbines or something.
Yeah, end up in like the actual guts of the machinery.
You thought underwater combat was hard enough.
You said there are fake levers that spawn enemies in the labyrinth? Yes. Indeed, I did.
Love the idea. Imagine. Oh,
Hey, boss.
Hold on, let Laura finish his thought.
imagine a
Hang on.
lever that has a metal handle on it. You pull it and you bridge the gap and electrocute yourself.
Oh!
Just,
It's a
and then
prank lever.
Yeah, exactly. You create a circuit and then let go at the end of it, and it just goes back to the off position.
Oh, good heavens. You're the brightest light bulb in the entire dungeon.
It was trapped. Try it again.
The rogue sitting there, entire body trembling, 2 hit points left, staring at the handle. I
Do
go,
it, Trap Finder.
yeah, go on. Try again.
You got the feats. Do it.
Hand shaking as they reach out for it, crying.
You
That.
said you were an expert at perception, right?
Prove it. All right, now I should be able to export this. Then we're going to upload it into Foundry.
You're going to do tiles for this map. This would be the perfect map for it. For teleportation.
That's actually what I was thinking of learning how to do is how to do, you step on one of the teleporters and it literally rips you from the scene and puts you in the corresponding teleporter.
Hell yeah.
Oh.
So a player could be walking and then step onto a teleporter and then watch the rest of the players just watch that character vanish.
Gone.
Eridan! Nowhere to be seen.
Eridan's
Bye.
been disintegrated. Oh my god.
He's dead.
F's in the chat.
Meanwhile, Aridin looking around. Where the fuck am I?
What's
Whoa.
that sound? Just two pinprick eyes just in the dark behind him.
Waiting for you.
Quick question, boss, if I may.
What's up?
So, I know archaeotech is literally technology, right? But is it like, like super advanced technology is almost indistinguishable from magic, right? Would archaeotech that's like super advanced and it's almost like magic trigger like if someone is identify magic, or is it like, oh, it's not magic?
It would not
Is
trigger
it like
identify
some
magic.
sort of okay? If a wizard were to cast like identify, would it be able to like know what the archaeotech is, even if they are like low on genetic memory?
One more time?
Okay, so if a wizard were to cast identify right on an item or like in archaeotech device, would the wizard be able to
No.
gleam what it is about?
No. The whole point of genetic
Mm.
memory.
So can you be a follower of the Allfather? Like, can you be like a cleric of the Allfather?
I
Or
guess,
is that
but
not possible?
it would basically be like following an icon. He's not really there. So
Okay.
you're gonna
I'm not sure.
you would never get anything from like you could use concordance, but you would gain concordance from other gods. You would not gain it from the Allfather.
Mhm. Okay. So, what do you call this? I'm not sure if Pathfinder has this specific spell, but if a cleric were to do, if this was still in 5th edition, if a cleric were to do legend lore, right?
Collective memories.
And if they're a cleric of the Allfather, or like the icon, the concept of the Allfather, would that allow them to gleam what the thing is, since the Allfather is like as old as archaeotech?
I can't have to cover that one. No,
Okay.
because he's not there to give you the
Ritual.
answer.
Oh,
Okay, fair enough.
That's the big. You got to remember, he's not there. That's the really big thing. He's not there. You
Is
can
there
pray
no
to
like
him
some
all
sort
you
of
want.
echo?
What?
Is there no such thing as like some sort of echo that's like, oh, this is a pre-recorded message?
No.
You can't talk to you, but it'll answer stuff.
No, because how would it know what questions you're going to ask?
Pre-recorded.
How? What?
Like it again, like technology, right? It would.
It's not
It
going to
would
know
get-
you're going to
get
ask specifically about teleporters, though.
No. It's like what do you call this? There's like so many pre-recorded replies that it takes into account. Like, okay, so if you say if it hears the word teleporter, there's an automatic response to teleporter.
So
But
here's the
however-
other thing. If you don't have genetic memory to even know that it's a teleporter, you don't know what to ask.
fair enough.
If you go, a machine took my friend, it's going to go, yeah, there's a lot of those. Like
Wow,
a
really?
frightening amount of machines that take your friends. Never got rid of them all. Sorry about that. Your friend's gone.
Damn. Sorry, Chief.
Sucks, bro.
Damn, Chief. That's rough. That's rough.
That's just how the cookie crumbles. Okay. Going.
Come on, man.
Speaking of mimics,
Come on, man.
are mimics magical creatures?
I believe that's how they work. Yeah, they're magical.
If you
Actually,
do
hold on.
identify magic, oh,
They are an aberration. I don't know if you can detect aberrations through detect magic. Actually,
Mhm.
it's a concentrate. Test over size, we can have the coloration, visual appearance. Well, it doesn't. Oh, unless polymorphs magic.
Are they polymorphed? Is that like a thing that mimics do?
That's what their mimic object is. It's a polymorph.
Mhm. So it would identify it, ideally, right?
I look at lore.
What?
Is the law.
What does that
If
mean?
a mimic casts mimic object and it has the
Yeah.
polymorph tag, does that count as magic?
Polymorph and magical are
Magic
two
that.
separate traits. The only time something's magical
Oh.
is if it has the magical trait, or it has one of the traditions traits. So primal, divine, yada yada yada.
Okay, it just says concentration and
Polymorphs.
polymorph.
A lot of stuff that has polymorph will also be magical, but not everything that's polymorph is necessarily magical.
Oh.
Like a werewolf
So it
changing forms isn't necessarily magical. It might be. That's just a random example.
Okay. Wait. So it wouldn't trigger like in the tech mat. It wouldn't be pinged.
No, I don't believe so.
Oh.
Mimics
Okay.
as well
There
aren't
goes one.
necessarily just magical beings. They don't have the magical trait on them. So unless they have something magical inside of them, they wouldn't ping magic. Necessarily.
Oh wait, I just realized. Then a potion, right? A potion bottle. That would trigger a magic thing, right? Like a detect magic. Like a health pot.
I don't.
A magical potion would. Alchemicals wouldn't.
No, like health pots, like magic, like greater healing potions and stuff, and healing potions.
Healing potions, yes, healing potions would, but if you're using a healing elixir, which I believe is the alchemical one, it doesn't.
Yeah. Elixir of life.
And it would just turn itself into a fucking elixir of life instead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you gotta remember, mimics are smart. Why would it turn itself into something magical when it could turn itself into something alchemical?
Got to remember as well, the mimic themselves aren't magical. So even if they turn to look like a potion, a magical potion, they themselves would still not be magical. They would just look.
No,
magical.
that's the thing. That's the thing. That's how to determine if a thing is not magical. If the healing potion is like a quote unquote mimic.
Mm.
Also,
It's like, oh,
I've never
it didn't-
done that before, so.
I know. I'm just like, brainstorming.
Yeah, I know, you're
and,
evil. I'm aware.
Here's the real evil part, right? If somebody locates a potion and that potion's a mimic, but they don't know it yet, in order to identify whether or not it's a magical potion, they have to identify magic, which is a 10-minute exploration activity. Which means during that 10 minutes, presumably they're going to inspect the potion. And the second they touch it, that triggers the mimic's adhesive. So, roll initiative, baby.
The mimic wins. It's an apex predator.
That's right. I've only
Nice.
used a mimic one time, and it was the funniest shit I've ever done. Everyone's weapons were stuck to it. There was a dude unconscious being swallowed by it, upside down. It was so funny.
Oh!
Literally, everyone's just like trying to kill it, but they're trying to wrench their weapons free. You got one guy who's just like let go of his weapons, just doing unarmed attacks against the mimic, sticking to the mimic. God, that shit was so funny. Just one mimic just panic chugging this one guy who's unconscious.
Trying to
everybody
eat
else
it
is just
as
like, "Let him
fast as it
go."
can. Like a dog with something caught
Trying
in
to
its
act
mouth.
natural. Yeah. Yeah, everybody else is just like, let him go. And the mimic's like,
I gotta finish this guy before the dessert kills me.
The wizard in the back casting spells. The mimic just whoosh, slaps the wizard with one of his pseudopods, starts dragging him into the room with the rest of them. This is a 5x10 room, by the way, and it's just dragging people into the room with it. Somebody help me! Everyone's fighting over the doorway. That was great.
Amazing.
10 out of 10. Would do again. I love mimics.
I'm gonna mimic.
I'm finna mim.
Mimic maxing.
Apparently, there's a way to tell mimics in Barony.
Yeah, I poke it, and then when it gets mad,
No, there's like
I
a
run away.
like how
I
in
cast
Dark
a lock
Souls.
spell and then it dies.
No, like how in Dark Souls you can see like the reverse chain. There's like apparently a way to do that in Barony. There's like a tell that mimics have. I don't know what it is. I've just heard it. So.
I just
What's-
something I've heard or something.
You're just staring at it like it's poker.
waiting for it to blink.
I'm waiting for it to start sweating. I'm like, I know you're there, you beast.
Here's the trick with mimics, right? If you want to have a good mimic encounter, you want it to be something very simple, easily passed by the first time, to lull people into a sense of, you know, when they see it for the first time, there needs to be some sort of clue that you don't highlight as the GM, that if the players are paying attention, tells them it's a mimic. So for my example that I just told, the mimic was a toilet. There was shiny stuff at the bottom of the toilet. The players were like, I don't want to go in there. So they walked past, thinking they were going to come back later. The reason that the hint I gave them was that it's a toilet mimic, but there was nowhere to clean your hands. There was no toilet paper on the map that I made. It was just the toilet.
Yeah.
That's what you want to do. You want to be clever with your mimics. Turn it into a, oh, for fuck's sake, kind of situation. Because in that scenario that I told you, the dude who was unconscious went in there to use the toilet.
Unfortunate.
Nobody was with him. And that's why he was unconscious.
No, my main guy is just going to use the head. Oh!
He just says, the fuck?
Oh, good heavens.
You just get the
Hey,
camera
Sailor,
shot
come here,
between their legs. There's an eye just open on the wall behind them.
When they're the most vulnerable. Listen,
That's
man, you attack me on the toilet, I'm losing that fight.
You did.
This dude about to get Lannister.
I got a question about Incarnate.
Encounter. What's up?
Incarnate. How are you
Oh,
snapping this
Incarnate.
stuff to the grid? How would
This
you
is
do it? What
Foundry.
magic is this? I mean, when you're making maps in
There's a
Incarnate.
tab at the bottom that says snap to grid.
Oh my god. Is it
At
that
the
easy?
very bottom next to show grid.
That's awkward. Alright. I'm
Oh,
out of my
jeez.
game.
It's hidden
Oh,
behind the
jeez.
couch, otherwise I'd show you. But
That's alright.
yeah, if you go to like line or an object, and then once you have the object selected, you look at the very bottom, you'll see show grid, export,
Got a
shortcake,
little
blah,
tick
blah,
box,
blah.
right?
There you
Oh
go.
my god. Oh my god, not like this. It was there the whole time. Oh well, don't ask, don't get. Thank you very much.
Of course.
Legion, I got a question for you. Oh my god.
He never
The
likes
Legion's
answering
fucking
questions. He
dead.
never
Like,
likes
yeah.
answering questions. He only likes asking them.
Every time.
The
I
asker.
ask,
Never the answer.
The asker.
Legion, get back here.
They refuse to answer
I
questions.
can't believe this. Can you believe this? I can't
Well,
believe this.
well,
Smug
sorry,
sense of aura they
You-
have.
I got a question for you.
I mean, I can kind of believe it.
You ready for this?
Y'all ready for this?
Y'all ready for this? You get one mimic, right? One mimic in a campaign.
Yeah.
What do you make it?
Is it a immediately once it's near a person it will attack, or it can lie in wait?
It's up to you, my guy. It's your mimic.
Mm.
You get one mimic.
All
be
right,
anything.
hold up. Legion, can I offer you a suggestion?
Okay.
Coin mimic.
Coin mimic? Maybe.
Yeah, coin mimic. Not enough to kill, but enough to bite someone's finger off, and they got to deal with that.
Okay. Let's say
Very
there. Do I know Do I know what the composition of the party is that's gonna be in this campaign?
What the fuck?
I would assume so. Assuming you're GM of the party.
Hmm.
The circumstances can be as malleable as you wish to facilitate your
I would
goal
like it.
with the mimic.
The mimic.
The mimic.
Okay. So imagine this, right? Imagine a fighter that has like a dagger from like their family, right? I want it to be that, and it's just on their person until they hit like until the moment they've reached like they get 2 strikes of what do you call this of what do you call it? Failed death saving throws. That's when it attacks.
Tactical TPK mimic.
Yes,
I want you to know
Hit 'em
that
in the
player
little-
would never
It'll
play with
be
you
like-
again.
Correct.
That player would never play with you again. It's great. You will have the time of your life. That player will never play with you again.
would it be better if I say, okay, will it help if I say from the get go that there will be a mimic that will be always near in this party?
I think no matter
If I let
what
them know.
warnings you give them, if it results in a TPK and or player death, I think you're gonna have a real interesting combo on your hands. That said, though, not a bad mimic idea.
You get it once, and you'll live that high for the rest of your life. But you will lose a friend.
Yeah, you'll be telling 2 stories about the same event for the rest of your life.
And that's why John stopped talking to me. Never showed up to game night anymore. Slowly but surely pulled the rest of the friend group away from me, and now I'm alone.
I'm all alone. But god damn, was that mimic funny?
You even see it. He was crying. It was great. I fucking.
Tears of joy.
Like he felt genuine anger towards it.
I think it's the first time I've ever seen a person like burst a blood vessel while like glaring at a man. It was great.
Had a stroke right there.
I feared for my life.
Crazy.
We had to
Yeah,
call
no,
an
the hospital
ambulance.
trip afterwards.
Not only that, it cost him like $4,000 just for the ride. So now he's triply
right.
pissed at me.
You guys have to pay for medical care. Oh my god.
Yeah, no, don't remind us.
Couldn't be me.
Don't remind us.
I'm trying to figure out what like
It's
the
not
perfect
that.
mimic is.
You say, hey, boss man?
If not that.
Oh wait, no. I said if not the knife, I want to see the character art of every single one of the players, and if they have jewelry, if
That's
they
the
fall
mimic.
asleep, I'll
Mimic.
change one of the jewelry into
It's been a mimic for the whole
like
time.
an earring.
Okay.
Yes, the first moment they go to they go, okay, time to rest up for like long rest at a tavern.
In
Glove.
5e,
And they'll
don't
just latch
you-
on.
I was, it's funny you say glove. In 5e, isn't there like a random trinket thing that you get at level 1, where you get like a random thing, and one of them can be a glove?
Yes,
Imagine that being a mimic.
Glove mimic, let's go. You put
Just
your
a
hand in the
glove
glove, it
mimic.
comes out like the fucking
This
mummy.
is,
It's just skeletal.
This glove's a little tight. I don't remember it being this tight.
Honestly, hold on. I just can't feel anything in this glove anymore. I can't feel anything in my right hand anymore. I just pulled
See
it
a
out. It's
trickle
fucking.
of red. Why is my hand really warm? You just see red coming out from your wrist.
It's just skeletal.
Go to pull your hand out. Any remaining.
Oh god.
You're an irredeemable monster.
Nah, if you want to do something devious, get him with a hat mimic.
I
God.
mean, it's
Nice.
vile.
Let's see.
Just
A real
the.
gentleman, top hat mimic.
I dare say, good so. Fucking just grinds your head off.
I must say,
I
your forehead is
say.
wonderfully tasty. Mm,
Delicious. Scrumptious. Scrumptious. Oh my
so
goodness.
tender.
Oh. Is that the gray matter? Ooh,
Ooh,
quite delightful.
Do Do you moisturize?
Oh. Oh, you use Johnson and Johnson, I can tell.
You really care about your hair
Oh.
as it plucks all the hairs out.
Oh my.
A shield mimic, that's a good idea. Magic armor.
Okay,
Glasses
question.
mimic.
Okay, question. Does a mimic have to imitate inanimate objects, or can it animate or like imitate like plant life and shit, or like?
So the wording is, the mimic assumes the shape of any medium object. So the object
Okay.
could be theoretically
Bush
an
mimic?
inanimate plant. Yeah, bush mimic for sure. That's borderline assassin vines, but you could absolutely do it as like a. You think it's an assassin vine, and then it sticks to you, and you're like, wait a minute.
Hold on a second.
That's no assassin's vine, and then this bush opens into a great big mouth. That's scary.
I've decided that there are, in fact, going to be skeletons that drag you into traps.
Oh, good.
Nice. Good. As it should be.
They're going to grapple you. They might punch you in the side of the head, but they're going to spend all of their actions to stride with you in tow to your doom. I have spoken.
Now,
Very
are they
good.
going to be good at it?
Yeah, I want them to be scary.
All right. Are they going to be low level?
I don't know what I'm going to make them yet. I think I'm just going to look through the skeletons, see which ones I like, and then go from there. All I know is I want the party. I want Stenvalder to shit his pants when I go, okay, well, the skeleton's going to grapple you. And then he giggles because he's a barbarian. And then I roll a 35. And he goes, what?
Okay. Oh, mimic, right. A third option that's not a dick to parties, to the party. Before that, can mimics have a symbiotic relationship with another creature?
I don't see any reason why not.
Are you doing the mimic arrowhead thing?
Could be noted.
No. That's too much. That's too much. I feel like that'll be
Okay.
that'll be
Yeah, that's chilly.
I was gonna
So-
say like
I
that one's already been done, buddy.
The
Yeah, I considered
lore
it,
of
but,
mimics is a little bit serving in that way. They're basically failed experiments. They have alien minds, while often cruel and self-serving. They also enjoy conversation with their prey from time to time.
Mhm.
For unknown reasons, they are especially interested in humanoids. Mimics have a strong dislike for others of their kind and tend to live alone. A mimic can remain in its alternate form for an extremely long period of time, sometimes remaining disguised in a dungeon chamber for decades. Regardless of how long it waits, the mimic remains vigilant and alert, ready to strike at any moment. So there's nothing in there saying they can't be friends with other creatures, just not with other mimics.
Okay. So imagine this: a room full of animated suits of armor, right? But one of the helmets of one of those animated suits is a mimic helmet. So when they're fighting, right, if one of the party members decides to go into melee, right, it suddenly jumps and latches onto the face.
Ooh, you know what'd be a fucked up mimic? A mask mimic.
Yes.
Oh.
That would be fucked up. What other fucked up mimics are there? A scabbard mimic. It's just a little troll and it like bites on your sword.
Dog mimic.
Dog. Well, it has to be an object.
Dog mimic skeleton.
Skeletons are also not objects.
Bones. You telling me bones aren't objects?
I'm telling you, a single bone isn't an object if you give it magic to move. And yes, there's a stat block for that.
But
It's called like an animated.
But what if
femur
it's
or something like that.
imitating? What if it's imitating it?
There's an argument to be made there. I think, as a GM, you have the ultimate authority on this situation.
I think the ATF agent at my front door is a mimic.
No, oh
I think
no,
they're
sweetheart.
mimics.
The ATF agent
I
doesn't
look
know about
around.
the mimic in my front
Everyone
yard.
I see at the grocery store is a mimic. I fucking glare at the old lady buying fucking cabbage. Mimic.
Remember,
Nah, the ATF doesn't know about the mimic in my front yard. It's disguised as the doorknob.
I think a doormat mimic would be pretty funny. Everybody plans on how to get into that shack in the middle of the cold tundra,
Spoon mimic.
trying to hypothesize how to get the inside out. Shall we smoke them out? No, there might be a hidden exit. Okay, let's just jump straight through the front door. Let's take a step on the welcome mat.
I like
It's just like
the idea of a poorly disguised copper mimic where he's dressed as like a cop with like a hat that's too big for his head so you can't see his face. And he
Oh
like
my.
waddles up to you and is like, "This way, citizen," and he like points to a back alley.
Oh my god.
You know why I pulled you over?
You know? Waddles there. You look down, his shoes are on backwards.
Shadow's got a good point here. People are doppelgangers, and they're a separate thing in Pathfinder. Very scary creatures, doppelgangers.
I sigh.
Lore, I have a question.
Oh, ready.
Lore, is there any reason a mimic that's mimicking a dead body not be able to move the dead body around like it's a living person?
So, if the mimic mimics a dead body, it's not on the dead body. It would be a copy of the dead body. A mimic could move
Yes.
the body of somebody else who's already dead if they wanted to.
No,
That would
no.
just be
I
a
meant
series
like
of reposition checks.
no. I meant like it's mimicking a dead body, right? So basically, it copied the shape and form of a dead body. Can it not move itself as the dead body like a living person would?
Can it like get up and walk around? Let's
Yes.
see. Trigger creature, temperature. Do.
Also,
There's nothing saying it
real quick.
can't. I don't think.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
I
know
don't
what
think there's
to do
anything
now.
saying it can't.
so okay. So it kills. Okay, one last thing. So if it's back to the question, right? It kills an NPC that the party really likes. It mimics its dead body, then moves it around, like goes inside the full suit of armor, and basically
Oh my
lives
God.
as like, that NPC. And then at the moment where they're where they're most needed, they attack the party.
Well, you've got a couple of issues there. You've got the fact that they
Yeah, it's
can't
kinda hard.
talk. You've got the fact
Yeah, that's
that
the thing.
they move 10 feet per action because they're slow.
Yeah,
It's a bit tricky. It would be
a little
very
bit,
hard
a
to pull
little
it off.
I'd rather use a slot eye for that anyway. Because a
What
slot
did
eye
you
could
say
actually
out loud?
impersonate the person.
Do we have the slot? I don't think so. We have trip keys and stuff, but I doubt we have the slot after all the OGL stuff. So, Lush.
Man, I thought of like an idea for a spell. It'd be kind of like stupid and like, depending on how you give it to, be overpowered. But like, what if there's a spell called Turn to Mimic? And like, if you point at an
Ooh.
object that could qualify as a mimic, it would turn it into a mimic.
That is a spell.
Wait, it is a spell?
I think it's called like something portal, like something. What is it called? Tui mimic. Ravenous portal. So, abjuration. This is a pre-master, so it's still got abjuration on it.
Mhm.
You target a door within 30 feet. That's no more than 10 feet tall and 5 foot wide for the duration of 1 hour for 3 actions on the arcane and occult spell lists. You place a ward upon a door that triggers when a creature attempts to open, unlock, or destroy the door. When that happens, the door transforms into a mimic that cannot move and it is hostile to all creatures. When casting the spell, you designate yourself and up to 10 other creatures of your choice. These creatures don't trigger the ward, and the mimic is helpful to them instead of hostile. No effect can move the mimic unless it's also capable of moving the entire door. Once the door transforms into a mimic, it attacks creatures in its reach for up to 1 minute, and then the spell ends. If the mimic is killed before that time, the spell ends, and the door returns to its normal form. When turned into a mimic, the door cannot be opened, unlocked, or bypassed, not even by the designated creatures. It's a creature, not a door, during that time. When the spell ends, the door returns to the state it was before the ward was triggered. That's
Okay.
Ravenous Portal.
Now, what if that, but like, say, occultist Pathfinder 2E whatever looks at a glove and it's like, all right, turn to mimic. That glove's a mimic.
I think Ravenous Portal's the only make a mimic spell so far.
But from what it's just only doors is basically
Specifically doors, yeah.
Yeah, I'm talking
But
like
space for homebrew.
they cast spell and like whatever object they just like fucking twinkle their fingers at, it turns into a mimic.
That sounds like a sick nasty spell that honestly needs to be homebrewed immediately.
Yeah.
Do it. Ravenous Portal, for reference, is a rank 4 spell. So you gotta be level, what is that, 7?
Turn the wizard's hat into a mimic.
Oh, that's heinous.
Dude,
Turn the shit someone's wearing into a mimic.
Yeah.
That seems like some witch stuff.
Yeah, dude, that's some trickery shit right there.
Some trickery shit. For
That
sure.
seems like okay, weirdly it seems like a prank spell that like Faye would use. just sitting there laughing, watching as a guy get fucking devoured by a fucking mimic, just laughing like, oh my god, I turned his fucking chair into a mimic. Now he's being eaten. I'm like, god, that's so fucking funny. Oh, there's like a bunch of fairies just fucking laughing their fucking asses off like they're just like a jackass skit, just fucking
Having a
Oh my
great
god,
time.
Steve-O.
My name is Steve-O, and I'm a pixie from the Feywild, and I'm gonna turn that chair into a mimic.
Down, 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 down.
Yeah, it's fucking fantasy jackass. I'm Johnny Knoxville, and I'm about to get punched in the face by a hill giant.
God, that would make for a great side quest where you just got to keep these idiots alive as they stick their hands in mimics and shit like that.
They're just interviewing a mind flayer, but they're hitting him with like very fucking like obviously not serious joke questions and shit.
The mind flare can't take effect on them because they haven't got brains.
Just fucking, hi, I'm Johnny Knoxville, and I'm gonna have my brain sucked out by a mind flayer. Goes up to it. It's like, there's nothing here for me to suck out, and they're just all fucking laughing at Johnny Knoxville. It's like, yo, you don't got a brain, dumbass.
My god.
No, knowing Johnny Knoxville, they were like, we're here at the Mind Flayer Fortress. We're on a tour today. They offered to give us a tour. Hey, what's that thing called? And it's like, it's probably got like a silly name to it. It'll be called, I'm like, oh yes, you're in the Myanus room. And they're like, oh yeah, it's a Myanus? He's like, yeah, oh, fuck, mortal. Why are you laughing? Oh, nothing. I'm just laughing at hey. And Devo looks over. Dude, there's a little dwarf in my anus. The fucking mind flayer's like, huh?
Hatred.
What? You don't like fantasy jackass? What's up?
No, I don't think I do. In fact.
That's a joke they made, by the way. That's a joke they've done before. They went to a town called Myanus. And like, it's a little Jack Russell Terrier in my anus.
Ugh.
What are some of the things that people like to do in my anus? Well, there's a water park. Oh, people like to go to the water park in my anus. They just kept asking questions like that. It's funny. Damn, I'm gonna convince your next party you run to do Jackass, but as a party. You can't stop me.
Oh, this is amazing. Oh, I got the
Wait,
teleporter to
Peter.
work.
Oh,
Nice.
that took no time at all. Very nice.
Woo! What else is amazing?
Yes. So fucking cool.
And it takes the game to that next level as well.
All right, you flippy bitch.
Wimp. Wimp. Wimp.
Oh my god. Oh, they're fucking whooping my ass, chat.
You can have a Bagman situation, maybe? Something in the teleporter, Ghost in the Machine style, or...
Oh my god.
Too much? Too much.
Don't go into the teleporter at the
Just
same
like
time.
You know, just like maybe 6 or 7 guys tried to use the teleporter in a hurry. Like when the initial breakout happened with the undead. 6 knights jump into the same portal together, designed for one person.
Oh my god, some evil fucking amalgam emerges out.
Ghost in the Machine style.
Kill me.
We are here. And you just run
Oh
up
god.
oh my
You
god.
fucking create the master from Fallout, dude.
Just Eredin sprinting out of a portal. Run, 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 run. 3 seconds later, just pouring out of the portal. It's just 6 dudes rolling together.
Oh.
I love me.
Gentlemen.
some
Wait a
aberrations.
minute. Wait a fucking minute.
I'm waiting.
Hold on. Wait a fucking
Holding.
second.
Have you discovered a new toy?
I think I might have. Hold the fuck up.
Oh, to move scenes, yeah. You absolutely can. Now, there is a downside to this, before you get too excited, and that's keeping track of your players.
All right, guys, I'm going to map 3. Whee!
This is a double-edged sword.
Holy shit, it's awesome though.
One thing you can do that's super, super cool is you can have a landing page. Obviously, this might not lend very well to the content you're making, but you can make a landing page for all the players to go on. And I've seen a bunch of people make these where they'll have like maps on a table, and the whole artwork will be a vignette of like a table with plans on it and everything.
Ooh.
You can like click the plans and it'll open your character sheet, or you can click the map and it'll take you to where you were before. That sort of stuff. It's like a main menu using tiles.
I can actually make like taverns and stuff.
Fellas, I don't mean to distract.
You
but
couldn't
soup-
make taverns before?
Not the
But,
way
like,
I
upstairs,
wanted to.
downstairs.
You can actually go
Soup.
upstairs in a fucking tavern now.
And the best part is you can
Oh.
have different light levels on scenes and stuff. So you can go through like a staircase and it'll change the lighting level of the next area. If you'd like go into a basement. Pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Damn.
Gentlemen, soup is literally cooking.
What are they cooking?
Yeah,
Have they
I'm
posted it?
cooking some bacon and eggs.
They have. It's in creation
Mhm.
cooking
Eggs.
and text chat.
Damn.
I
Mhm.
wanna
It's a-
judge this artwork.
It's a sticker. You can make it a
Why
sticker.
you
Oh my
put clothes
God.
on her?
Holy
Why does
shit!
she have clothes?
Jesus. Cover them up,
No,
whore.
Legion. Those
Nah.
are boobs. All right, you don't want to see
Those
those.
are implants. There's no way they're natural.
Why'd you draw them in dolphin shorts?
What are you mad?
No.
Why not?
I
They
smoothed
have
my
the
hair
color.
back. I'm not.
Look at them legs. Also, it was either that or like a skinny bikini, like in the picture that Legend made, and
You're
I was
right.
like, nah.
Grease string kini.
That's vile, dude.
Mm,
That's fucking
correct.
That's
It
vile.
is vile. Oh my god.
Do it.
I hope you wake up at 7 a.m. and you look down at your breakfast. You see this as like a flash, and you're like,
I'm gonna eat
My
it
bre-
too.
my
I'm gonna eat
oatmeal?
that shit. I'm like,
I want to know who made me eggs and bacon first off.
yeah, that's what I want
Nice.
to know. God damn.
you can make yourself some goddamn eggs and bacon, okay?
So much better when somebody else
Uh,
makes it for me, though.
Oh my god, you're
Yeah.
so lazy.
Okay.
Yeah,
but, like,
obviously, it's
but-
better.
Sizzle, but my mom she knows how to make it the way I like it, okay? Alright?
Your mom puts eggs and bacon in front of you and you see the bacon fucking thing in your plate.
Fuck, I'd be like,
It's
oh,
a,
matter,
get out
champ?
of my head!
What's the matter, champ? Not hungry? Oh, I'm very hungry. In fact,
I'm very yes, yes, yeah.
Helped out, so it's just
So-
bacon.
Oh my
over here
god,
trying-
Sizzle.
So they're trying to convince us, like, no, you shouldn't like this. We do though.
we do.
I'm
Sizzle.
not trying to convince you. Yes.
You can put that as your banner on Twitch.
You want me to put that as my banner on Twitch?
Huge.
You should, dude.
True.
Do it.
Why not?
Because I haven't touched Twitch in too long.
Years.
That's literally it.
Really rebrand yourself into the Bacon Girl.
It's not a rebrand, it's just the same brand.
It's time. It's your
Oh,
new
that's a good
debut.
point.
The comeback.
Yeah, it's your debut,
It's
dude.
your debut. It's your new
Oh
debut.
my god, re-debut. I'm so tired of seeing the same VTubers debuting a quote new model every fucking week. It's like, oh, the viewers must be down. Debut, guys! And then they show, like, it's like a different shirt. And they're like, boom.
Hater.
Hear me out.
Yes.
Hear me out. Hear me out, Sizzle. You do a debut with your Bacon Girl model, and it's like the
What
first
model?
thing you fucking stream. It's like a hand cam, and you're just cooking up bacon on the fucking stove. Huh?
Yeah, true. Overcooked.
Oh, dude, that game is so fun.
Bacon stream. Sizzle just cooking bacon. IRL
Making
stream.
bacon, yeah, making bacon.
Ooh-wee. Bacon, bacon.
Ooh-wee.
Making bacon.
Making bacon pancakes.
Ooh wee. Ooh wee. Oh man, I'm hungry for bacon.
If I was gonna do a model though, instead of like Momo's like astronaut thing, it'd just be like it'd be me. Like it'd be like Chats is looking like out of the kitchen into a Denny's at midnight.
That'd be great.
Oh shit! just like just like it's looking into a kitchen. It's like a fucking
Yeah.
greasy,
Dude.
grizzled kitchen.
Your intro music would have to be like the ASMR of like a kitchen staff like cooking. Like you hear like
Oh
the
my
clatter
God.
of plates and dishes and shit. It couldn't be. You would hear like the idle conversations from out in the restaurant.
You just hear like a muffled. The intro music's rock and roll McDonald's, but it's like over like a loudspeaker, a JBL,
Fucking
This is
rock.
great.
just in the background.
Oh, that'd be so
Deb, or-
good.
instead of the kitchen ASMR, it's actually people in the dining area fighting because it's actually a Waffle House.
It's a waffle. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bitch, bitch.
No, what you could do is you could have like chat. They have little fucking. They're the fucking patrons in the fucking Waffle House, and every now and again you just watch them fucking fight each other. Just fucking watch them beat each other's ass.
Yeah, it would be like the chat, like the computer it'd be facing out from the kitchen or from the like cashier place into like the restaurant. So you just see random assholes in the back. Like it'd be me streaming and there's just like a dude in like a V-neck waiting for his order.
No, hold on. Okay, you know what you could do?
He's just-
Sizzle, do you know Shindigs?
Ugh, no.
So like they're a fucking streamer and like they like to do these funny ass fucking like chat participation things with their stream.
Mm.
And like one of the ones they did is they had like different stream chats fight each other, and basically the whole point is like they just have to like fucking spam the chat, and whoever does it more like theirs wins like a fight. Dude, you could have that where you have two different teams in chat and they could just be fighting each other in the parking lot of the fucking Waffle House.
Oh my god.
And you just mix up the teams every time.
True and real.
You call them.
I would
you
need
call 'em
viewers
your-
for that.
You could call your viewers bacon bits, dude.
Nice.
Real.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah, I think it was that or greasers.
Grease. Oh wait, no, I like greasers more. I
Fuck.
like greasers more. Greasers are better. This is fucking bacon. bits. Green.
Okay,
No,
the
no, they
goal,
donate
right?
bacon
the goal.
bits. All right, the
They
greasers
donate
give me
bacon.
bacon bits. You understand?
All right, so the goal is by the end of the year for Sizzle to actually debut.
Be the
Absolutely.
bacon
Yeah,
fucking
man.
VTuber.
The bacon streamer, which
The
is
bacon
there's a lot of
streamer.
competition for that. I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of bacon out there.
Is
I'm not even the
there?
only sizzle bacon. I have to put a 1 in my name because sizzle bacon was taken.
Oh god.
Yeah, I'll have to annihilate someone when I become a partner. Just like
Nice.
Crown.
You
Mark
can't.
your
Once you're a
calendar,
partner,
lad.
once you're a partner, you can request names,
Oh,
and they'll
Oh my
strip it
God.
from affiliate or non-partnered streamers.
That's
Perfect.
fucking vile, dude. Do
yeah,
it.
you're actually better than everyone else. It's crazy.
It's also based on inactivity,
Alright.
so if they just have it and they haven't used it, you just take it from them.
Oh,
Nice.
you absolutely could do it. It'd be
Nice,
funny.
Nice.
All right.
I just need
Mark your
to
calendar.
mark the calendar. Yeah, man. All I need is
December.
money to pay someone to do all of this, and time to stream.
Don't you
All
worry,
right.
Sizzle. I'm willing to work on it. Once I'm free, as a passion project.
Once you're free,
Pass.
that's a
Mac,
passion
aren't-
project.
Aren't you like ever
That's
not free?
very generous. However, I would prefer you work on things that will actually help you feed yourself, perhaps.
This will pay me in long runs in dividends.
In dividend. Oh, okay. I see.
in exposure.
Just wait.
Art mob.
Hey, you say that until the fucking the currency in the Philippines is more than the U.S. Like the U.S.
Honestly,
dollar.
true. Honestly, true.
Jesus, yeah. I'm scared. I'm
And-
scared for that. Like
And
you
then
guys
you're
were
like,
talking
oh
about.
shit, pay me
Yeah,
now.
Yeah, literally. I was like looking at the what do you call this? When you guys were talking about the value of the dollar, I was like also looking at the conversion rate. I was like, oh, it was 2.6 like a couple weeks ago. Now it's now 2.5 for like $45, and I'm like, oh boy.
Oh, it's good for you, man. Your money is actually
Oh,
gaining
yeah.
value. At least until people no longer recognize the dollar and then all the economies collapse at once because nobody can agree what is the universal dollar to compare to, and then the illusion shatters. But until then, that's actually good.
Yeah.
Well,
And then we all
Well, yeah,
and then
'cause,
we
like-
all convert to credits, dude.
Yeah, well, because the dollar isn't actually based on anything, right? There's no money.
It's the
There's
gold standard.
there's no gold behind it. So we've all basically been living this fantasy where globally the entire world has just agreed that everything is compared to the dollar.
Yep.
So once that shatters, then everyone will look at their own money and be unable to figure out whose money is worth what and realize that there's no value in any of this.
Correct
And
me if I'm
the
wrong,
fiat
though.
global
currency doesn't mean
currency.
anything.
I think that we only did that because the dollar was so strong off the gold standard. If the strength goes away, surely we just go back to using the gold standard.
My understanding, the reason they did that was because America was looking to make the dollar a global standard. It was not like an accident. This was an intentional thing that they did. However, there was not enough dollars to go around. So they had a choice. They could either print it and devalue, basically devalue the dollar in how much gold a dollar meant, or they could basically detach gold from the dollar and then just sort of fake it.
Fake it
And they
till you
decided
make
to fake it. Yeah, Nixon decided, let's just fake it.
I gotta look at my
Didn't
history
work
of
out.
currency.
I
It's
believe
such an
that's how-
interesting topic.
It is.
God damn it. Yes.
What wrong? Oh my god!
Fuck,
Nick, oh
mother-
my god!
Shit.
Oh, it's messy. Oh no!
God
Yeah, because
damn
you
it.
you
done
can't
fucked up.
trade. I also find finance interesting, so I'm gonna babble about it if you don't stop me.
Do it. Go on.
Go off, King.
Because you
What are you
can't
doing?
trade. If you want to start trading your money globally, right? You either need all the gold in the world to do that, or you can't because there just isn't enough gold to promise to other nations.
I need you to join Foundry.
Huh?
Keep rambling, but also join Foundry.
That was it.
Tell us. You know what? Okay, Sizzle. Talk about. Tell me what a 401k is.
Oh God.
Why I should
Scam.
get one.
I'm just kidding. It's
Yeah.
not a scam. Well, you should get one now, I guess. So 401k is basically legal tax evasion, is what it is. I'm serious. That's what it is. A 401k basically is like you put it into an account and you promise the government that you're not going to pull it out until you hit a certain age range. Let me get into Foundry. Also, this is not financial advice. Smile. I don't know why people insist on saying that. I'm assuming there's like a legal reason you have to say that.
Liability, surely.
People blame you.
Yeah, but people say dumb shit that you should do all the time and don't like be like, oh, but don't worry, this isn't actually advice. But for some reason, specifically when it comes to financial advice, people...
There's other stuff too. If you look at the back of any bottle of any non-consumable fluids, there's always going to be a sign there saying, don't drink me. Because somebody in the past was a dum-dum and decided to have a swig.
Yeah, true.
Because people lack common sense.
That's right. Or they saw there was no sign, took a swig, knowing they were going to get a paycheck. Worth it. Tastes like money.
I love bleach. Oh.
How was I supposed to know I wasn't supposed to drink the corrosive cleaning product? There was no sign.
Exactly. And then the court goes, dun, dun, dun. There was no
the court
sign.
goes, he's right. Even though this guy is stupid, he's right.
Put a sign on it.
Oh, we're not doing Law and Order? My bad.
No, sorry.
I don't know what it is. Is that a TV show?
But yeah, all an IRA is an investment account that has tax advantage as opposed to like an individual brokerage account, which has no tax advantage. And you have two different types. You have the IRA, where you can put money in tax-free, and then when you pull the money out, it gets taxed. Or you have a Roth, which is the opposite, where you put money in and that gets taxed, but when you pull it out, it does not get taxed. So it's not full tax evasion, but you get taxed less. I would say the opposite. Roth, I think, is normally the no-brainer.
But surely if you have higher equity now, you can take out loans against that equity.
Here's the thing.
Do the whole get-rich-quick thing.
Taxes never go down.
No, sir. No, they do not.
Paying taxes now, in theory, will be cheaper than paying them 50 years down the road.
But if you...
That's sort of the bet you're making.
If you... Let's say you take out a loan against your... What was it called? The IRA? What was it called? The first one?
Yeah, IRA.
So
Roth is a type of IRA. That's kind of the confusing.
I see. Let's say you got an IRA. You don't pay taxes until you pull the money out. That's liquid money right there. It doesn't exist yet. So you haven't taxed it. It's there. You can take a loan against it. And then if you default on the loan, you don't pay it back, they can just take the IRA, which is the sort of, what you put up against it.
I wouldn't recommend taking a loan out on your own retirement, but yeah, sure.
Obviously not. But the idea is that if you default it, because you haven't paid any taxes on it, you've effectively had the value of the loan, and you've owned, which could be, let's say, the same value as the... this is not an ideal world here. And again, not financial advice. But let's say you've got an equal loan to the value of the IRA because they know you've got the money. Then you default on the loan, don't pay it back, they take the IRA. You've effectively had the whole of the IRA without the tax. And obviously they don't pay the tax when they get the IRA. Presumably don't know the rules over there. Maybe I could see a tax evasion thing going on. You know what I mean? It sounds like tax evasion when I say it out loud. Obviously, I'm not American. I don't know how shit works there. But that sounds a little bit like tax evasion.
Wow.
Yep.
If I was a tax dodging individual, which I'm not, pay taxes, that seems like a pretty good way of doing it.
So here's the thing. With both IRAs offer you sort of tax-free investment on your earnings. It's really the big thing for any IRA. Here, you know what? I will Google. Let's ask Reddit. Because I'm sure they can explain
Reddit.
it better than I can. Indeed.
Danster said it very well, by the way. It's like eating Tide Pods.
Like
That
what?
was a whole thing for a while, wasn't it? People were saying,
Oh
like,
yeah,
Tide
eating
Pods,
Tide
and it was
Pods
so
because people are
tasty.
dipshits.
And it's so...
What does that have to do with finance or retirement?
The previous point about labels.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I just thought I'd bring that back for just a second to confuse everybody.
Wild.
Job well done. Good job, Agent 47.
Thanks, kid.
Good job.
You going to do some tile stuff to make the lights flicker, or are they just going to be on the whole time?
They're gonna be on the whole time.
Oh.
No reason for them to flicker in here.
But
Once
what
they
if you
get to
wanna
the
play with
actual
new toy?
lair, the actual Necromancer lair proper, that's when the lights will flicker.
Now, when we say Necromancer, obviously there's themes of Necromancers out there. I know you're a fan of the living Necromancer.
Yeah.
So I assume this is a recent Asterix event, unless it's an Elven Necromancer.
It's going to be. Yeah, it's going to be recent. This is just imagine a place that's been cursed, and then the Necromancer rolls up and he's like, "My God, it's perfect. We'll take it."
Prime real estate.
That's basically
if
what
we've
happened.
We've got a living Necromancer at the bottom of a dungeon. Are they working up the dungeon or down the dungeon?
They're working up the dungeon, so they're
Up the
starting at
dungeon.
the bottom and then working their way up to the top floor.
Like a wizard tower thing,
Yeah.
maybe.
They're working their way into a castle.
Okay, so here's the trick to traditional versus Roth. Roth is better if you are low income because Roth, because the contributions are post-tax, or because you're paying the tax now with a traditional IRA. When you withdraw, if you are in a higher tax bracket, that bracket applies to your like
Regular income.
withdrawal. Yeah. You also don't have an advantage. You don't have a choice if you're higher income. You can't do Roth after a certain point.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Stops people abusing the system, because God forbid the poor get a way to abuse the system.
Exactly.
Yeah, we can't bail out the poor people, can we?
Correct. Yeah, your withdrawals are tax-free in a Roth, as is your growth. Both are fine. Honestly, get one or the other.
Growth. That's a good point.
Correct.
Actually, that is a good point.
Move around the map.
All right.
Can you click this? Excellent.
Yeah.
Might not see the tile. Oh, can you see it?
It is kind of dark in here.
Okay.
Meant to be.
Can't use this. This is disabled though.
Good. All right. How about
I
that?
can get back here.
Oh, come back.
And this is the disadvantage of me
Yeah,
having
he's realizing already.
Whee!
Keeping track
Well,
of
it's not.
players.
It's not going to be about me. The camera's going to be keeping up with them. I don't have to do shit.
I'm in a locker room.
Yes, you are.
All
I've
right.
sealed
I
you
can't.
away
So here's the funny thing. Because my token's on top of it, I can't click it.
because it's locked. How about now?
No, because my token is on top of the little stair thing. I can't click on it.
Might be
Press
because
set.
it's hidden to players. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm just seeing me.
Yeah, it's hidden from players. How about now?
Oh, now I can click on it.
Yeah, it was hidden from you. So once you turn on the teleporters, all of those will become visible.
Okay. Nice.
Now you're stuck there. Go on, get.
What?
Go on, get. All right, next one.
Like, it's also hidden from players. Release me!
Come here, release me, worm. Interesting.
Augers. Okay, so how far can I be and still do this pretty far. That's basically, I'm assuming as long as I can see it, I can click the button.
Yeah, I don't know how to limit that, which is why I had them locked.
I see.
If I lock it, you have to get up on it.
I see.
All right, cool. Is it snappy for you? Does it move quick? Do you feel like, is there any like lag between you clicking and moving?
No. No, it's
Feels-
pretty fast.
Nice. Excellent. Give me a second. I'm going to open up second browser. We're going to follow you with the camera and see how it tracks that. Actually, what if I... Okay. Go ahead and teleport.
Like,
Nice. It follows you really good. Excellent.
whee!
Nice. Turn on your light. Now do it.
That doesn't take my torch, does it?
I think it does. That's fine.
Oh, all right. Ah. Hold on. It does. Omega low.
That's fine. Go to the top one. The first one, rather.
It looks disabled.
Looks disabled. Oh, does it tell you it looks disabled?
It says you can't use this stairway. It looks disabled.
Oh. Wish I could change the phrasing on that. All right. That's all I needed from you, good sir. Thank you.
All right. I cast Protector Tree.
You die.
It comes to light and kills you instead.
I have cast it. JK.
You
All right, I'm outta here.
awaken the Ent.
Nice. I've already left. You can't hurt me.
Watch me. Players. Different players. What are you attached to?
Attached to this.
Okay.
Oh yeah? Why don't you tell us what this is, Ebus?
Players.
The world wants to know.
Go ahead, tell us.
One moment.
We're waiting.
Players. Okay. Sick. The first floor of the Necromancer's lair is done.
Refer to was posted in text chat.
Nah, say it out loud.
Grab aggro.
For the boys, I'm gonna put it in memes. Sorry,
boys.
meme media. Meme media. It's not that meme. Meme media.
Okay. It's not from pile, it's from the other. Mild, it's
Uh-oh.
mild, I got you.
Cool. I will say,
Stupid
lads.
bubbles here.
Momo is offering to cut my hair, so
Hair cutting stream.
no, it will not be a haircut extreme.
Damn it! Fuck!
Close all doors. Excellent. I open all doors? No, I just closed. Question. I've mentioned before about an 80s Kingmaker. Have you ever considered doing a type of session like that? What do you mean? What do you mean type of session like that?
I think they meant campaign, right?
Oh, like a Kingmaker style campaign where you go around recruiting allies and build your kingdom and shit like that?
Hex scroll.
Yeah, that'd be dope. I already do hex scrolls, so why not? Yeah, I mean, I still want to eventually do. I want to get to a point in the sandbox where the players want to build their own fort or keep or whatever. However, you can't push that on a player. The player has to want it. They have to be the one who comes to the DM and says, "DM, I want to build a fort." Because if I push it, the players are going to think, "Oh, this is a story beat. I need to do this." I want them to be the ones to come up with the idea. Stew or lasagna for 3 months? Stew, easy clear. Easy fucking clear. Huge easy clear for stew.
Nice.
Stew's a lot more versatile.
Dude, lasagna is like, it's okay. But stew? Oh.
No, yeah, stew fucks. Stew fucks.
Bro, I want to spice it up. And I get some rice. Put the stew on the rice. Boom.
Rice.
Oh, delicious. Oh, I want to spice it up even further. I cook it, I reduce it just a little bit more, make it a little thicker. Now I put it on some like pasta noodles. Boom. Bah. Bam. Dude, whenever Heavy comes out and he makes his chili, I ask him specifically to make pasta with his chili so I can have like chili spaghetti basically. It's so fucking good, bro. Oh. I'm gonna come.
Dude, I want to eat that chili. I want to eat that chili with rice, man.
Oh, dude,
God, it'd be
same. I
perfect
was
for
actually thinking about that. Holy shit. I was thinking about it last time we had it. I was like, I bet this would fuck with some rice.
Dude.
Some like steaming hot rice, like some white rice it would be so fucking good.
I want to visit and then be like, all right, Heavy, we're giving you first, and it's going to be me judging Heavy rice. Because I'm going to criticize him harshly on his rice making skills.
Oh, you're gonna criticize him on his? I was just gonna put it in the rice maker, dog.
Look, you can do that, but I'm gonna tell you right now, there's an art form to it.
Hey man, you put it in there. You splash some was it like rice wine in there? Just a little bit, just a little splash. Maybe throw in some curry powder if you're feeling spicy. Okay,
you understand. You understand. You're not like some of these folks out here like, oh, let me get the minute rice out of the quick. No. There's an art to making rice.
Every time I have considered getting minute rice, a part of my brain's like, just make the rice. Just buy a bag of like jasmine rice and cook it, and you'll be fine. You'll be okay.
I tell anybody out there, make your own rice. Just get a big ass bag of jasmine rice. Just make your own rice. It's just better objectively, and you're learning a very, very important skill of making like one of the biggest staples in a meal all over the world.
You'll be a better person for it.
You will be a better person for it.
Nice.
I'm pretty particular about my rice.
Hello, Barnabas. Wash your rice first? Yes.
Yes. The first thing
I haven't had Mexican rice in ages.
Oh,
God, I miss living in Arizona sometimes. I miss having access to authentic fucking Mexican food.
I made meatloaf today.
You made what?
Oh, yeah, you made meatloaf?
Meatloaf.
You made just...
I've never had a good meatloaf.
Oh, never had my fucking meatloaf.
I'm so sorry.
Loaf of meat.
I understand that. I hear about it all the time from like American movies and shit. What the fuck is a meatloaf?
Okay, honestly, the best way to describe a meatloaf.
Terrible.
So the best. Now you have to stick with me on this. Imagine, if you will.
I'm ready.
Brownies, but it's meat.
Right.
What?
I don't think
And
I've
it's got,
ever
like-
heard it described that way.
I don't know about that one.
I mean,
I'll give it a go.
you You make it in a casserole dish like brownies, and you just fucking
No,
like,
no,
it's
you
like meat
don't.
brownies
Okay.
basically, but they're really good.
Somebody else described it.
So you know how it's called meat loaf and not meat brownies or meat
Oh
casserole?
my fucking god!
It's just a brick of meat.
It
Yeah,
is
it's a brick of
essentially a brick of ground beef with whatever else you want, basically mixed in. It's generally cooked. The way we do it is you take ground beef, you take eggs, you take some milk, you take onions and parsley, and you basically mix it all up until you have essentially your meat, meat,
Brick.
basically brick.
Yeah, bricks are great.
Yeah.
Brick is way more accurate than I think brownie is.
Yeah,
Correct.
but like the way you cook
I would
it is you cook
say-
it in like a fucking casserole dish, like you do with brownies. So like it would also be accurate to say brownies.
I need to see how you make brownies. I need you to come here and make me some brownies.
You just fucking you make them in the just you get the ingredients, you make them, and you put them in the fucking
You know what?
casserole bin, and then
I'm just gonna
boom,
post
brownies.
it. I think I took a picture.
You took
You
a
did.
picture. You better have.
I replied to it with brick.
Let me see. Let me see.
Brick.
It is a brick. It is a meat brick.
Yeah.
And then you basically put usually like a mushroom sauce on it. Anyone who puts ketchup on that shit is a heathen and needs to get
Nah,
shot in the street.
nah.
Or you eat
nah.
the brick. You
Oh,
don't like it's
see,
not step
that,
one.
that looks like good meatloaf. Holy shit.
It's delicious.
All the meatloaf I've ever had has been like gray as fuck. Like no color
Don't eat that.
on it.
See, the
Ugh,
problem
why
is
would
that
they-
meatloaf is generally people's first interactions with meatloaf is generally cheap, shitty, like school meatloaf, and then they look away from it and never come back.
God, that looks so good. Like the brown on it looks so fucking
Oh
good.
yeah, there was a
Where-
second one. It looked even
I need to go
better.
back
God
and look
damn,
at
where
it,
the
'cause I
fuck
don't
you
think it
getting
looked as good
gray
as you
meatloaf
guessed.
from?
Brother,
Ugh.
that's the only meatloaf that's why I didn't like meatloaf for so long. Was all the meatloaf
Dude,
I've
what the
ever had in my
fuck,
life was
bro?
like a gray, flimsy slab.
What? Yeah, ew, dude. What the
man.
fuck?
And then if you notice
Looking
the
at that.
second page, you notice the meat is cut up and then put into a
Oh,
pan
okay.
filled with mushroom and brown sauce, and now
Nice.
you have
Okay.
meat with brown sauce, basically meat and
Killed
gravy.
Momo.
So
I have
meatloaf
killed
is
Momo,
stayed.
but it was
Well,
delicious.
you-
Yeah, generally you have a sauce with the loaf. You don't just eat the loaf straight up. Although you could make a sandwich out of it.
You can, but like I don't fucking do the mushroom and the brown sauce.
It's in food
Well,
text.
also because, well,
Sorry.
the reason I don't do it in my house is because my fucking brother has a fucking mushroom allergy. So can't really.
Yeah, that is the problem.
But we do the ketchup and like a mustard sauce, which is really fucking good.
Ooh,
I will admit, photo 2 does look good. Photo 1, though, bricko meat.
Where is this photo, by the way?
it's in food tags.
I tagged soup so
Food
they can
tag.
see it.
Oh,
Okay.
that's so
I
funny.
didn't see it.
I don't know.
Okay,
I think I'd rather have beans on toast than the first picture. But the second picture does look tasty as fuck.
So
And it
I don't know.
kind of reminds me of like
I
bully
don't
beef,
know.
I guess.
I mean-
but less processed.
I mean, the first one, I'd fucking go for it, but like, okay, so you clearly like how you make your meatloaf. The difference I'm seeing between me and you, Sizzle, is like we make ours in a casserole dish. That's not made in a casserole dish, clearly. Yeah.
So
That's why
because it's called a meat loaf, we used a actual bread.
The brick shaped ones.
Like a bread
Correct.
pan.
The brick. Correct. We use a bread pan because my mom makes bread from scratch as well. So we use one of those.
There you go.
She's perfect.
Yeah, I know. Small flex. Small flex. But
She's an artist too.
she also helped me make this meatloaf. So if you shit on this meatloaf, I will beat you up, and you will be wrong.
I mean,
You will be incorrect.
I mean, like, it looks good. I mean, it don't.
I
got
will
the-
call you
the
a
ki- it doesn't-
Midwesterner with no taste.
Brother, like, you can't even say that. It's objectively incorrect, brother.
Midwesters have no idea what spice is. They just know what sauce is.
That's.
have to
I
try
mean, you
to
can't,
make
you
it.
literally can't lay that on my grandma, bro. I'm sorry. I'm immunity from that.
I might have to try and make a British meatloaf.
A
Nice.
beef
See what
Wellington.
we can do with it. Beef Wellington's an art form, mate. Don't compare that to beef welly.
I would actually like to try a beef Wellington one day
Treat yourself,
to
kid.
know if
You know,
Gordon
beef Wellington
Ramsay
always-
is full of shit or not.
every time I seen a beef Wellington, like that's just a giant pigs in a blanket.
Kind of is.
It looks very good though.
It is
Yeah,
incredibly,
it does.
incredibly
It
good.
looks very good.
It
So-
feels like decadence is almost like
I
it's wrapped in like a pastry puff thing, right?
I need.
And it is
Look,
decadent.
we can-
so you have it
we
for
can
specification.
all have our opinions about meatloaf based products. I do need to grab Arma by the collar and shake him because he is an idiot for saying that you could just have prime rib instead of the meatloaf, as if these are somehow the same price.
Okay, first off, not even the same fucking price. Two totally different experiences.
By the dude's
way.
like, I could just have a $40 8-ounce piece of meat or an entire meatloaf that I eat for a week.
First, meatloaf is almost like a homey comfort food.
That's
Prime rib.
nice. Yeah,
Prime
dude.
rib is you go to a fancy fucking restaurant for that shit and pay fucking $80 for a single slice of that shit.
My grandma looking at me. All right, now, Crown, you could have the meatloaf or this tomahawk steak.
Filet mignon.
The
Yeah,
tomahawk
obviously.
steak is $900. It's covered in gold mint. Isn't that cool? Or the meatloaf I made lovingly with my own hands.
This is
I'm
Arma
gonna-
must
I'm
be a
gonna look
fucking
at
nepo
grandma.
baby.
I'm gonna look at grandma, but like, I want the meatloaf, grandma.
Arma, are you a
Because-
tax evading nepo baby by any chance?
Tax evading.
Man, just adding titles.
Fucking coming at me like, I don't want your meatloaf. I want filet mignon instead. Could you cook that for me?
when
I'm at your house?
Hoity-toity ass. Get the fuck out of here.
Ribeye.
God.
Amazing.
I'm crying.
Yeah,
I
I'm
need
gonna go
this
get my
stuff.
grandma. She's gonna get her fucking. Don't beat your ass.
Ugh.
They're like, how
Yes,
dare you
Mitch.
talk about meatloaf like that? And then she's gonna hit you with that shit.
Bludgeons your
Fucking
head
talk
in.
Le chancla.
Yes,
Oh,
MH,
man.
bro.
I want some meatloaf now. Oh.
Right, with that, I'm going to run away. I hope everybody
All
has
right.
an absolutely wonderful
Very
evening.
well. Sleep
I
well.
I will see you all soon.
I will
Bye-bye.
also leave. I need to
Bye.
sleep.
What
Bye.
What the hell?
Bye bye, Chad. Bye
Soup, you don't get to
bye.
leave.
Fuck. Everyone's fucking leaving. What the
Everyone's just
fuck?
screaming.
Where the hell you think you're going?
Oh my god.
I can't believe Oop just
I'm
left
killing
like
that. I'm
that.
killing that fucking soup. I'm killing that fucking soup next time I see them. Next time they get in here, I'm immediately tipping
I
their
thought-
lid.
Tipping a bomb. I'm gonna spill.
Leave without saying goodbye, Hop. I just spray, fucking knock them over. Ugh.
So wait, is soup French or just French Canadian?
I think they're French Canadian.
That explains
Are they
it.
from? Okay, now here's an
I think
important
they're
question.
from
Is
Canada.
So fucking rude, honestly.
Is
Jeez.
soup a French onion soup or what's
I
the
think
kind of
they're.
soup?
I think they're spaghettios
That's
That's
Ooh.
not soup.
because they
That's not
got
soup.
letters in it. Well, what do you mean? Isn't that soup?
they've got lettuce in there.
It's a tomato soup.
No, it's not fucking soup.
What do you mean?
It's spaghetti.
It's fucking pasta with fucking ketchup on. That's what that is.
I'm pretty sure. Okay, but I'm pretty sure they're just like alphabet soup. Like
Again, alpha. If you said no, see, there is spaghetti. That's not.
because it's liquid. It's not like a thick. I will agree with Rosie. It's not like a thick sauce that's in that brain of theirs.
No.
Well, we don't
It's
know.
more
We haven't seen
liquid.
them. We haven't seen them wiggle.
It's not dense.
They move around a lot. They move around a lot. What if it is? Thick?
I mean, if they're
what if it's like a very thick broth?
Ew.
then it's not no. That's
is it
not
yellow?
Soup then.
When does it become a soup?
When it's not fucking spaghettios. That's when it's a fucking soup.
I see.
Spaghetti
I will
Is
say-
ramen a
is
soup?
is what?
Is ramen a soup?
Did you keep the water in?
That's
I mean,
broth.
yeah. Did you keep the
Then
broth?
yes. Did
Then
you keep
yes,
the
it's
broth
a
in? It's a soup
Hmm.
with noodles. in it.
Spaghetti is soup.
It's not
No,
soup.
it's not.
Spaghetti is soup.
What kind of
Spaghetti's
watery
nuts.
ass fucking sauce are you?
Yet he has
Mm.
broth.
Honestly, I'm actually
Mm.
concerned for you if you think
Yeah,
if you
your
think just
shit
because
is-
I put
Mm.
if you think I just put marinade in it and that makes it
Mm.
soup, I want to know what marinade you're using.
Hmm. Hot Pockets Pop Tarts.
I don't
I mean,
care. They're both gross.
I won't entirely disagree, but that does not go with the spirit of a Pop Tart.
If you mean ultra processed garbage, then yes.
All of them are
But that's what
raviolis.
meatloaf is.
My meatloaf is not ultra processed.
Where'd you get that meat from?
What do you mean?
Where'd you get that meat
It's
from?
raw ground beef.
An Uncrustable is a ravioli.
Nah, you see, this is where I'm gonna stop you right now. This is why I had letter of the law and spirit of the law. And Uncrustable does not match the spirit of a ravioli.
Why doesn't it?
Because
They
I
both
said
have. They
so.
all have crimped edges. The contents are bound inside.
And who are you to judge the contents of the ravioli?
Me. I'm going to do that. I
Who
mean,
are you
is
to the
cereal soup then?
Yes.
Oh yeah, no, this guy. Yeah, no, we need to kill this. Sizzle, we need to kill this guy.
What's up?
By your
Yeah, no,
My
definition,
man over
yes.
here.
What do you
My
mean,
man
man?
over
By
here.
your
What do you mean, man?
definition,
Cereal
yes.
is
No, man.
Nah, it's
he
not.
uses. It's obvious he uses his famous milk broth to make his cereal.
Yeah, dude,
Delicious.
Yep, I use milk broth. Yep, I it's
Milk
raw
broth.
too. By the way, I get it straight from.
Yeah.
I get my milk broth straight from the cow,
Nice.
and then I get my my cinnamon toast crunch, and I pour it in the broth.
Nice.
You know.
Cereal. By the way, just to clarify, cereal is not a soup. That was sarcasm. It was not. It's not a
Yeah,
soup.
no, you're ooped for saying that.
It's a soup.
Because it's not a soup because there's no melding of the ingredients into a broth.
Yeah, there is. He just said cinnamon toast crunch. That milk afterwards
not.
is not the same milk. That's a.
It's
You
true.
don't-
No, he is technically right. It's the same.
No,
But this is
no.
where we come into the cereal milk, which
That's a broth.
sucks. I hate cereal milk.
You
It's
hate
not
it.
a broth.
Why do you hate it?
I hate cereal milk. Here's the reason why. It's not because I think it's bad. It's because I have a fucking friend.
Let me ask you
Nesquik,
this.
Hold on. So Nesquik used to sell these things. It was just straight up cereal milk. And basically it was like, oh, for the different fucking brands of cereal. And I tried it. I'm like, dude, this isn't fucking the cereal milk from fucking like Cinnamon Toast Crunch or whatever. This is just garbage. This is like he's like, nah, dude, this shit's good. I'm like, I hate you and I hate everything you stand for. I hate cereal milk.
Nice.
All right.
Hey,
Here's my argument for why cereal is not soup. Because
hear it.
soup requires that you heat the broth to melt the ingredients into the soup.
That's
You
it.
do not melt.
Got-
You do not heat up
That's
your fucking. Says every recipe for soup. Name one soup where you don't do that.
I'm sure there are
And don't
cold
say
soups out there. I'm sure there are cold soups out there.
I'm sure.
those are the
Not
exception, not the
served.
rule.
Not served cold.
Cold
All
soup.
right. I'm sure there's.
Cucumber soup.
What?
Cucumber soup.
What?
It's a Polish and Lithuanian soup. It's cold.
Is it served cold or is it made cold? Like, do they apply heat to the broth? And how long does the ingredient stay in the broth?
I can't read this. It's in fucking Polish.
Oh, I
Doofus.
see. Well, you better start learning. I'll tell you right now, cereal is not a soup.
Okay,
It
when
goes against the spirit of soup.
Avocado soup
I've-
can be prepared and served as cold.
All right, that's the exception, not the rule.
is that actually soup though, or do they just call it avocado soup?
Again, what's the definition? Listen, ultimately, this is all a meme. I don't actually fucking know about.
Yeah, we
soups
knew you
enough.
weren't.
No, 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 no.
We knew you were.
Get to the
stupid, but
bottom
now
of
you-
this.
But here's the thing: you have to defend yourself now.
Yeah, honestly,
Start defending yourself.
you can't be like,
there's a
I
soup,
don't know,
There's
guys.
a Korean soup that I don't know how to pronounce because it's a terrifying mixture of letters. But it's a cold noodle soup in cold meat broth.
You
I
gotta
agree
be
with
able to
Couch.
pronounce the soup name. You gotta pronounce the soup name in order for it to
I
count.
agree with Couch. There has to be a processing of ingredients between the ingredients and the broth that you are putting it in. You can't just add the thing into the liquid and call it soup. That's not soup.
There's a
Otherwise-
there's a soup from Spain that's a puree consisting of tomato and
No.
bread, but it's also served cold.
You see,
That's
that,
puree.
by that logic,
But it's a soup.
by
It's called a
that lo-
soup.
By that logic, Kool-Aid's a soup.
Correct. Any soda is soup. Water with ice is soup.
There's a soup from
Water
France,
is soup.
which is a puree of leeks, onions, potatoes, creams, and chicken stock. It's served cold. It's also called a soup.
Chicken
What?
stock.
Okay, so
called
hold
a
on, hold on, hold on,
soup.
hold on.
It's called a
Hold on,
soup.
what was hold on. What was that first word you said? The first word you said in that?
Puree of leeks, onions,
A
potatoes. and-
puree. A puree,
It's still
my
a soup.
friend.
It's literally
Nope.
classified as a soup.
Hey, they can get it wrong. It's fine. Jellyfish aren't actually fish, but we
Swedish fruit soup. It's from Sweden, typically prepared using dried fruits and served as a dessert dish. It is served cold.
they can still be wrong. They're allowed to be wrong. It's fine.
I say.
Like I said, there can be exceptions to the rule, but it's not the rule.
There could be exceptions. Okay,
There's
so all of
exceptions
these
to the
other
rule.
countries are wrong, is what you're telling me.
Yes,
Understood.
brother, come on, come on, brother. You know I'm more than willing to tell an entire
I just want to.
act
I just
like
want
I
to clip
do
that
that.
and send it, please.
do it. I'll say it. All those countries you just listed with their soups are wrong.
Honestly, a shame soup isn't here to witness the soup argument.
True. They caused
I
it,
know, right?
honestly. Because there's
Yeah, the point is,
Honestly, why are we
yeah,
even
we're
fuck-
beating the shit out of
Why-
soup.
Yeah, let's turn our anger back to soup real quick. Why the fuck did soup leave?
We're
so
fighting
early?
because fucking Crown is playing devil's advocate.
Yeah, but he's bad at defending what soup is. I bet you
Oxford
can't even make a
definition:
soup.
a liquid dish typically savory and made by boiling meat, fish, or vegetables in stock or water. Huh.
So cereal isn't a soup.
You could boil.
Not unless you're putting vegetables in it. You're gonna boil it. You're gonna boil that.
You're gonna boil. You're gonna
Is
boil
When you
oatmeal,
cook.
oatmeal is a
next-
soup then. Oatmeal's a soup.
No, it's not.
Oatmeal's a soup because I boiled it.
No, it's not.
Oats
Nope.
are not vegetables.
You don't know
Yo,
that.
dude. Hot.
You don't know that.
Nah, dude. When I boil hot,
It's a
Hey,
grain.
What if
bro.
I put vegetables in it? What if I put vegetables in it, huh?
Then you're
nah,
gross.
dude. Nah, dude. Boiling hot dogs is soup because the hot dog water in the hot dog.
Ugh,
Liquid
true,
broth.
brother. You got hot dog soup. Well, no, because you got the hot dog water isn't
The hot-
soup. That's broth.
Isn't that soup?
But if you put no,
Uh-huh. No, okay. No. Okay.
broth
according
is
to
the first
definition-
step.
If
to
I
soup.
add pasta water to something, does that thus make it a soup?
Is pasta a vegetable, meat, or fish?
What
Okay,
if
the
I put
hot
things
dog,
in it
but the
while
hot
it's
dog
cooking?
is the meat. The hot dog is the meat.
It
Okay,
says
but
or.
you-
It says or, by the way. Meat, fish, or vegetables.
Correct.
What if I
And the
have?
meat-
What if I have some
meat,
spices
fish, or
in there?
vegetables?
Technically, spices are
Uh-huh.
vegetables.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So you're
So
spicing.
technically- So if I took a hot dog
Which
and
spice?
I'll be frank, put it in boiling water, because then it would make hot dog broth and let that's a soup.
Correct. And oatmeal's a soup.
It's not a soup
Why not?
Why?
because it's still great. Just because hot dog water might be soup does not mean oatmeal is. You can't just slip that in there
But
like
it
a piece
is.
of
I'm-
legislation, like Project 2025,
What
and
if
hope no one notices. You haven't tackled the oatmeal as a soup or not. You've only convinced me that hot dog water might be considered a soup if you're criminally insane.
Hot dog soup, baby.
Piece of shit.
Today, ladies and gentlemen of the Senate, I will be bringing forth my case.
Motherfucker's trying to
oatmeal is a
filibuster his oatmeal.
I mean,
Into the
he's starting
Department of Soup.
to bring me over to his side.
I don't think he is.
Look,
Either you're just saying that to be contrived, or you have been bribed while I wasn't looking.
What would he bribe me with? He can't bribe me with anything.
I don't know.
Me sliding a fucking dinosaur Magic the Gathering card across the table.
Fucking yeah, he's like, yeah. No, oatmeal's a soup.
Literally, so many things.
Hold on. When defining a soup, several key characteristics come to mind. A soup typically consists of a combination of ingredients, such as vegetables, meats, or grains, cooked in a liquid base like broth or water. The mixture then simmers to allow the flavors to meld together, creating a comforting and flavorful dish. Ergo, oatmeal is a soup.
No. Okay. Hold on. I'm back on.
You cut out. What do you want?
I'm back on Sizzle side. You wanna know why it's not a soup?
Why?
Because oatmeal's a porridge.
True. I can't wait for you to find it to these like
I
the
love
type
how
of
we're
oatmeal.
I love how we're being so pedantic and shit about it. there will be a winner.
Here's the greatest crime: is that this man's arguing oatmeal as if he doesn't just use the instant oatmeal that you microwave for 30 seconds. Which I don't think counts for any of this at all.
Nah, you have to have old-fashioned oatmeal, dude.
I'm gonna be very political about this. I'm gonna choose to read what I want to read about this. Porridge can be
nice.
described as a thick soup-like dish.
Like.
You fucking leave in context, though.
I love the like.
No,
I'm not reading the
notice
rest of
how
that.
it's
Therefore, I
notice how
rest my case.
Notice how it says soup-like, but not.
It's a soup. It's
soup.
soup-like. A Chinese porridge is
Nope.
often described as rice soup. And
I
what
would
are
say it's
we?
rice
What are
porridge.
we if not things that are described as?
So here is the split. Here's the reason why cereal isn't a soup. Oatmeal is not a soup. Anything that you just shove in liquid does not just immediately become a soup. Because for it to be soup, the item you are shoving the food into has to be cooked or otherwise processed.
My cereal
I mean,
is processed in a factory.
Cereal is
Before
processed.
it hits the milk. In
It
the
is.
milk.
It's
With
processed,
milk.
It's processed in a factory. They cook it in a factory.
It is processed.
No, it is
processed
cooked.
in a factory.
It's cooked in a factory.
You
They cook it.
motherfuckers
They
didn't
cook-
listen to the vital part where it says it has to be cooked or otherwise processed with the milk.
Okay, all right. Yeah, that's fair.
I'm
create
processing.
one
I'm processing it in my
cohesive
bowl. I'm processing it in
whole
my bowl
soup.
while I pour in the milk.
You're
I'm
not
processing
that
it
does not
together.
count as
Yes,
processing.
it does,
In
because
fact,
if I use
the only
Frosty
reason
Flakes,
it counts
if I use Frosty Flakes, all of the fucking sugar goes into the milk. Therefore,
That's not
ergo,
processing.
making a mixture.
that's not cooked.
It could be.
Okay,
If
hold
it
on.
is, you're an
okay,
It's
hold
slow
animal.
on.
cooked. It's slow cooked.
So here's the
At
thing.
1
If
degree.
you let, you know what? I'll let you get away with. If you, for some ungodly reason, let your cereal sit in the milk until it has gone beyond soggy into the falling apart, and now you have a mixture. You're an animal, but you probably do have soup at that point. You've let the abomination that was your cereal
That's all I need.
become
Wrap
a
it up,
sludge.
ladies and gentlemen. Wrap it up. We won.
However,
No.
However,
No,
it's
no,
not
hold on.
cereal at that point. It's goop. It's garbage. You've lost the cereal title and you put the soup title in instead. You now have
Okay,
sugar soup.
I got
about
a
that?
controversial one for you. No, I got a controversial one for you. All right.
Nice.
What's up?
All right. Say it's it's a beautiful day. You wake up, go to your bathroom, decide to take yourself a bath. You mix in,
This is the
bubble bath,
filibuster
a
part.
bath bomb, hot water, and you get in yourself all
I
the
throw in
grossness
some-
of the previous day mixed in.
I throw some beef bouillon.
is taking a bath a soup because you are processing not only human meat but like all the stuff from the day, the bath bomb, the bubble bath, and the
Is
water.
it meant to be eaten?
Somebody would
Did
pay
you do
for
that
it.
with the
Depends on the
intent
culture.
Somebody would pay
to
for it.
taste it? All right, well, in that culture, yeah, sure, it's a soup. But in our culture, you know,
This is how
in
we
reality,
win. This is how we win. This is how we win. Yeah, I guess in some cultures,
Sure.
That's all I need. That's all I need.
You
Send it to the
haven't
FDA.
you haven't
Send it to the
brought
FDA
up
to get approved.
an actual culture that considers that. You've only given me a theoretical. So far as I know, no culture considers your bathwater to be soup.
So like,
Nor
so,
do
like,
they
if
want
I-
it.
If I take a swig of some
You
water
disgusting
from a water
creature.
bottle, I swish it around in my mouth, raising the heat, and spit it back in, would that be a
Nobody
soup?
wants that.
But what, I don't know, maybe the
Name
DM
a
wants
culture
it.
that wants your spit, and then maybe they can argue if it's a soup.
There are probably.
I
I
mean-
bet there are some VTubers out there that would make a lot of money making girl spit soup.
Sure. Sure.
Those people are in
Okay,
our
here-
culture. They're in our. They live with. They are your neighbor.
Sure, Ben. Sure. How do you know that they're going to eat it, though?
People are weird like that.
They have to specifically tell me that they want to eat VTuber spit, and then it might be considered
I'm
soup.
going to Twitter.
I see. I see.
Put up the poll.
Shit.
Yep. Give
Yeah,
me like one of those like, you know, the people who like put up like a bill and then like people vote to like push the bill to Congress. Give me one of those. And if the people sign
Fucking
that they want to eat VTuber spit, then maybe there can be an argument made. Your cereal,
what we
however,
gotta
is still not
do-
soup or oatmeal.
What we gotta do, DM, is we gotta like fucking go whoever like is the authority on like what is what sort of food and have the definition changed.
We're going to Oxford.
You know what, Crown? Go ask Mo to help you out with this right now.
I run upstairs. Momo, I need you to reach out to your community right now.
I need a poll.
I need you to ask a very important question. She looks terrified, bewildered that I'm suddenly in her office. I fucking level the mic at her face and I go, ask them who would eat your spit.
Oh God. We're straying into territory that that God didn't want us to go into.
Ooh, here's the thing. Your spit doesn't include vegetables, beef, or fish.
I need you
Like,
to
Okay,
broth.
no, hold on.
So until you
hold
add
on.
that, it's not a
a
soup.
boof bouillon
Hold on.
in there, please.
Wait,
Yeah,
no, wait a
then you can
minute,
have
wait a
spit
minute.
soup.
Sizzle, no.
What?
It can count. It can count.
Can it count?
Because you just have to have a delicious, meaty vegetable meal and then not brush your teeth. And then do it. Then it is a soup. Because then
Yeah,
there's the
but
meat
that's-
and the vegetables and the heat from your mouth
I'm
mixed in.
watching
That's
the
a
viewer
soup.
count plummet. I'm watching people leave in droves.
Oh man, I love ruining your viewer count. I was on Sizzle's side the entire time. I was going income. That's how we defeat them.
Sometimes
we
I
don't
feel
believe
like
in the
I'm like a martyr for like any like reality and sense, and then I'm surrounded every day by chaos and it's the lunatics.
Sizzle, you're not that guy.
I feel like I am that. The more I try to stand for reason, and the more insanity I hear, I feel like I have to be that guy. Like
You aren't that guy, Sizzle. I'm sorry.
you're literally arguing for a spit soup. All right, I don't want to hear it. Your opinion isn't valid.
I'm kind of just on both sides.
Oh, the ever lightened.
I'm on both sides.
I'm the ever centrist. You're both wrong.
Ugh. Great, the useless one in the room.
Even the bots. All right. That's it for me tonight. I'm gonna go get my haircut. I gotta go take a shower first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very well.
I got some
You
really
go
nice
prepare yourself for a
like
soup.
whiskey barrel smelling soap. It's very nice. Very good.
Whiskey barrel.
I also wish I smelled like whiskey.
Oh. What's great
I
is that
start
I smell like
grabbing whiskey.
whiskey, and then you smell my hair and I smell like strawberries.
Wow.
I'm like a strawberry whiskey. I attract
Whiskey.
all the
Whiskey.
50-year-old men to my location.
Perfect.
It's great. It's mostly for me though. I like smelling nice. I don't give a shit about anybody else.
That's fair.
Yeah.
All right. Say goodbye, chat.
Goodbye, chat.
Alright, chat. Sorry about this conversation.
Nice.
I'm
The
not
apologist in the room. Oh my god, the centrist
I'm not
and
sorry,
the.
chat.
I can't handle a centrist and an apologist at the same time. Please, please.
I'm not sorry, chat. This is a question that
God, the spectator. Yeesh. Goodbye, chat. Never forget what you've learned today.
I'll be back.
Okay.
My oh my. That's it for me tonight. Ugh. Okay. I was thinking of what else to say. I don't have anything else to say. But I gotta take off my. Oh, hot as fuck. Ugh. Laughing so. Alright, chat. Oh. That's it for me tonight. I hope that you guys have a fantastic night. I hope you take care of yourselves, hug your loved ones, tell them that you love them. Next time you should see me should be tomorrow. For Map Making Monday, we're gonna make the bottom floor of the Necromancer's lair and keep going, doing all that fun stuff. So yeah. Yep, that's all I can really think of. My hope is to get all of this stuff, at least like, yeah, to get the packs knocked out, because I want to drop the map pack for you guys. So it'll probably be the outside map pack, with the intent of hopefully finishing up the Necromancer's lair this month, and getting it into your guys' hands, as well as getting it into the hands of the Chaos and Kalidor group. All right. Yeah. I hate whenever I'm scatterbrained like this. I hope you all have a lovely night. Good night, Chad.